All right, what up, peeps? What's going on, everybody? I'm trying to set my Instagram up, my TikTok up. So if you have TikTok, please join me, share it out. Please hit the like button as soon as you come on the feed. All right? Do me a favor, hit the like button. It's about that time. And this is the roll call. Where's everyone tuning in from? Come on, man. We gotta get this. We gotta get it pumping, people. We gotta get it shared out. Please get it shared out. Why are we accepting family? Y'all asking all you got to ask your leaders that question. Why are you asking Sabir Bey? Ask the black leaders that question. Ask your black scholars that question. Why are you asking me? I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid, but if y'all want to back me, I'm bold enough to actually ask the question. Y'all niggas ask me the wrong. Why are we accepting that? I ain't accepting nothing. I don't even accept what they tell me. Why are we accepting? You should be asking the question, are black people even citizens? How about that part? That's what you should be asking yourself. Are black people even citizens? Brother, I'm a citizen, brother. I was born here, brother. Asking Sabir as if I'm supposed to be having all the answers for everything. Y'all don't pay me. But what y'all can do is go to my Zelle, PayPal, and Chime, and you can support right there. That's what you can do. And take the video and share the video out. Why are we accepting them, Sabir? Master. You know, I got a lot to share with y'all, man. So bear with me. I need y'all to share this out, y'all. Let's go. I'm tweeting stuff out, y'all. I need y'all to tweet it out and share it out also. Come on, y'all. Why are we accepting them? Like you got power to do something. You don't even have power to not let the cops take your car from you or your house from you. But we talking about why we allowing them to take our property from us without due process. How about that part? Can I turn the camera on for that one? Why are we allowing them to take our property from us without us fighting them? Y'all don't want to talk about that one because it's too much like fighting, huh? You're gonna have to fight. And Negroes ain't ready to fight, nor are you ready to die. You're not ready to fight or die. I told you before, when I got shot, I wanted to leave here. I did. My son mom said the same thing. She said, you know, if I didn't have my children, I wouldn't want to be here. Think about it. I didn't. Death is knocking on everybody's door. So what are y'all standing for? Nothing but complaining, twiddling your fingers, watching people pay for blue checks, and you follow them? So don't come to me with the unity, talk about we need to come together. My brother Hanif, shout out to my brother Hanif Shabazz from All Dumb DVDs. You know what? I just got off the phone with him from All Them DVDs. You know what he said to me? He said, I've been around long enough and I seen nothing change with our people. He said nothing. He's my elder. He's like a big brother to me. He said, I've been around long enough and nothing changed. It's the same old craziness. And we accept it. You know why? Because niggas ain't trying to do nothing. But I'm the crazy one. Sabir is the crazy one. So we had that discussion, him and I, and I'm like, I don't even know what it's going to take, brother. Y'all don't share the videos out enough. Y'all afraid of who's going to like you, what click you with, who's going to follow you. Rather it's the Nation of Islam, rather it's the 5%, rather it's the Hebrew Israelites, rather you are part of the foundational dead Americans. Y'all niggas are scary. You scared because they're going to call you a tether. They're going to call you something. Let's make this clear. Sabir Bey, don't care what you think about me. My father didn't raise me that way. My father raised real men. Real men. Am I preaching too much? Good. Because my father raised real men. He didn't raise little boys. Niggas that scared to stand up. Even my sisters have heart. Y'all want something from this system. You want something from the next person. They have nothing from me. Not a debate. Nothing. Because none of them can hold up to what I speak on. None of them. And yes, you can take it any way you want to take this. Arrogant? No. Confident? Yes. Let me make this clear one more time. Y'all got it? Arrogant? No. Confident? Yes. So if you don't like what Sabir is saying, you can join the feed, baby. But I'm going to say this. Come in peace or leave in pieces. Stop talking about something that you don't have facts on. If you have some facts or receipts, jump on the feed. And I'm not going to hold a whole lecture with you. You can't ask me 35,000 questions because I'm going to ask you for some questions and I'm going to charge you like Lord Jamal does. So if y'all love this type of content, please share it out and please support it. Remember, this is Sabir Bey Show. I don't mind you coming on. But remember this. This is Sabir Bey Show. If you don't like it, shh. You know how you walk out the classroom quietly? Walk out the classroom quietly. Okay? Just giving y'all heads up. So I just got off the phone with my elder. I don't even like to call him an elder. That's all European bullshit. My brother Hanif Shabazz from All Them DVDs. That's the link right there, y'all. That's the link. That's the link. That's the link. So I just got off the phone with my brother Hanif Shabazz from All Them DVDs, which is the only person that is authorized to sell any of my DVDs. That's authorized to sell any of my DVDs. So my brother Hanif and I were just talking about a lot of things. We were speaking about books. We were speaking about how he's been around long enough and nothing's changed in all over the 40, 50 years, man. Nothing's changed with our people. And we were speaking about the movie Sinners also. And I was saying, he was like, why we keep making these same movies? Why we keep making the same damn movies with the gore, that gotta be the, you know. So him and I were speaking on this subject. And I said, I remember working on a set out here in California. How many of y'all know who Bentley Kyle is? Raise your hand without going to the internet. Bentley Kyle. Y'all know who Bentley Kyle is? The link is up too. Y'all can jump on the feed. Do y'all know? You don't know, Lance? You don't know? Okay, let's see how many more people know. Bentley Kyle. I was telling Hanif this story. It's funny as hell. Nobody know. So Lance said he don't know. You know, so y'all don't know. Bentley Kyle. Y'all probably running to the internet right now. Let me look him up. So, I'm gonna wait a little bit till y'all figure it out for a minute. I'm gonna tell you the type of man that I am. This is why they want to keep me away from y'all. And I'm fine. I told Hanif, I said, I'm cool too, brother. All I'm worried about is where I'm gonna take my children at. And I want to get it to the point that I could take my children, both of my children's mother, and we go overseas. They both have their own places, wherever they want to be. So you don't know who Bentley Kyle is. Okay, so let me help y'all out. It's hard. So I was on the phone with my brother Hanif, and Hanif is an elder who's been around for a long time. He does, go check him out. All them, not them, all them DVDs. All them DVDs. One more time. All them DVDs. So we on the phone and we talking about books, how He said he's been around long enough and nothing's changed with our people. It's the same rhetoric, talking crazy stuff, man. And when I said, what about, I keep hearing the stuff about this, the movie Sinners. I didn't see it yet. I wait for it to come on Apple TV and I rent it first. And then if it's good, I'll buy it. So he said, why haven't we made a movie, a real movie about something of substance, right? Even about the Moors, right? So I told him I used to work for Bentley Kyle, right? So Bentley Kyle, if y'all know anything about Bentley Kyle, he did the Martin show. I'm gonna show you who he is. Remember the scene when Martin was in the DMV and the gay dude comes up to him and he called him chocolate almond? Y'all remember that part? That's Bentley Kyle. So Bentley Kyle was the big gay dude, right? He ain't gay, but he was the one that played that particular part. And I was in the studio on the set of Love That Girl. Y'all know with Tatiana Ali. Y'all know that movie Love That Girl. I was working on that set. It was on Pico Boulevard. And I remember when I first came out here, I was gun-ho, nigga. I was like, yo, we gonna make some changes, B. Like, yo, Jarrell, come on the feed for a minute. So, yeah, Bentley Kyle Evans. That's him right there. You looked him up, 58 years old. You looked him up, right? See how that works? Let me tell you something. So his sister worked on the set too. So she was the person that would get the people for the show. So when I used to work on the show, I was one of the dudes that, you know, I humbled myself. I was like rearranging the sets. So we would move sets around, right, for the next scene, because all the scenes were made in that one spot. I don't know if with no roof on the top, because the boom box will be at the top. So that's why you never see a ceiling on none of these shows, because it's in a studio. Go back and watch Martin's show. I'm gonna give y'all some hints. Go look at when Martin Lawrence in Brother Man climbs into the window. You think he's really climbing into a window like a balcony like that? No, nigga. It's, you can literally walk directly past that window. Oops, did I just say that? You can walk past, so it may look like he's climbing in a window, but it's a set that's set up. This is why you never see a ceiling on none of these shows. Have y'all noticed that? No ceilings. It's all in the studio. So that's on Martin's show. So on the set of Love That Girl, right, I used to go arrange, get the mics, mic people up. Who else was on that show? I think it was somebody else on that song. Jaleel, I think it was too. I think him too, right? All of them was on the show. I met everybody. I met even the pimp nigga came on the show one time. He was in the audience. Bishop Don Juan, that nigga was in the building too. One time I said, nigga, all these niggas was in that building. So everybody would come. Even Richard Roundtree. Shout out to Richard Roundtree. I met Richard Roundtree there. Rest in peace. Cool dude. So what's up, my brother? So the show was
peace.
It was on Pico Boulevard. Pico Boulevard, right? And I used to go down there. I used to have to go down and set every day. So you ever hear Malcolm Martin talk about Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? You ever hear him talking about Roscoe's all the time, or Roscoe Jenkins? Remember that movie called Roscoe Jenkins?
Oh yeah.
You remember that movie Roscoe Jenkins?
Yep.
With Cedric. Who do you think he got the name from? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Y'all don't get it? Let me help you out. So on the set, I used to go and drop my bag off in Martin Lawrence's room. He had an office on the set. Martin Lawrence. Y'all don't understand how this works, right? Because y'all, they make stuff look pretty for y'all. So I'm on the set, bro. I'm just moving out here to Cali. I'm gun-ho. Yeah, we're going, I'm already coming in with my eyes open, right? I'm conscious. I'm ready to just do a movie on the Moors. Pico Boulevard. There's a Roscoe's across the street on Pico's Boulevard. On Pico. Y'all can look it up. And Pio Pico was a Moor. He was an African. We'll get into that later on. So I would go on a set every day. Every day I was going to set. And I would talk to Bentley Kyle's sister. And then she would say, go talk to Bentley Kyle. So me and my crazy head, because, I'm like, yo, let's do a movie. So we would set up the tables, right? We would set up all the tables, set up the TV, because it was crazy, right? So I goes to Bentley Kyle and I say, yo, Bentley Kyle. I said, yo, can we put some books on the table? Like, I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all know about product placement, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I was at the time. What I'm talking about. So I would ask Bentley Kyle to. I said, yo, let's just do this, right? Even a law dictionary. Straight up. This is my mindset, bro. I'm gonna show y'all how hypocritical a lot of our people are. So let's say I set a law dictionary on the table, right? Or set some books on about the Moors on the table. This is all I was asking Bentley Kyle. This is the conversation, right? I asked Bentley Kyle this question. Let's sit some books on the table, right? And because when the cameras roll, you'll see the books on the table, right? You know what this nigga told me? You know what he told me, Jarrell?
Who was it?
He said, when you start to be a producer, right, and you create your own film, you do it. Nigga, I left that day and never went back, boy. I never went back to this. Listen, I'm a fucking Philly dude with an attitude. I wanted to curse this nigga out, dude. I say, nigga, I'm not for this Hollywood shit. Like, it was in my head that I really wanted to say that to him, bro, like real rap. So it pissed me off that he said that. Like, he said, when you become a producer and you have your own, then you do it. I said, nigga. And I'm gonna tell you who was on the set at the time. Tatiana Ali's sister was there because they was talking about going to buy shoes or something like that. Like, it was crazy. Her sister's fine as shit. So I meet all these people. So when I first got out here, that was the attitude, bro. I was like, yo, let's get this thing popping, bro. Like, he looked like he's a brother. That was me. I got so disappointed, bro. I said, damn, dude. You know what's funny with me? I'm gonna be real with you, dude. You know, I used to work at McDonald's when I was 16, 17 years old. My brother Ty and I, we used to work for McDonald's, but we used to hustle at the same time. I was 16, 17 at the time. You know that we walked off the McDonald's floor because we made more money in the streets than we made in McDonald's. If I walk off of that, what makes you think I want to walk off of this shit? What people in their crazy minds don't understand me? If it don't fit, it must have quit, nigga, because I'm out. I don't rock. Y'all don't understand me, bro. I will walk from something in a heartbeat, homie. My dignity is intact, homie. So when he said that to me, I said, damn, and guess what? The weird part was, it didn't last long. Did y'all look up Love That Girl? Find out what year that was. Somebody look it up and find out when. And I'm gonna tell you how far back though. I could tell you every scene in those movies, in that TV series. I could tell you every scene that I set that stuff up. I could tell you. And the other dude was in there too. I can't think of his name. He was the father.
Yeah, so it ran from 2010 to 2014.
When did I say I came out to California? I said 2010, didn't I?
Yeah.
I left radio in 2009 and moved out here to California. So how am I lying? Go back and listen to the videos when I said I came out here. So imagine the mindset of me when I first moved out here. I'm like, yo, let's get it popping. That nigga did. You know how you just mess a child life up by just saying, no, you cannot have that. I felt hurt, man. I felt hurt. But I don't bend over for nobody, homie. I don't. Let me tell you something. I walked away from money, a lot of money. Y'all don't understand it. Niggas say, Sabir ain't got no money. Nigga, I walked away from money because I didn't want to sell my people out. I walked away from 50 to 100 grand. Y'all don't know about it. But I walked away from it because I'm not nobody's hoe. This is why you can't find no dirt on me. Me sleeping with a nigga. You ain't gonna see me kissing a nigga. You ain't gonna see me none of that. Oh, matter of fact, you might see me wear this though. You might see me wear a kilt. That's what you might see me wear. You might see me wear this though. Oh, hold up. You definitely might hold up. You definitely might see me. What you Negroes don't wear, but you wear a European's tie on your neck, a noose around your neck, and don't know your African tradition. So you definitely will probably see me with something like this. You will definitely see me with that on in the dead of LA. That's on Crenshaw Boulevard, nigga. You will definitely see me with that. You will definitely see. Let me show you another one. You ready? But y'all will be scared and say, you got a skirt on. In the heart of Alabama, brother, you will definitely see me with that on, with no doubt, with no fear. But you niggas are running around here talking about, yeah, man, I'm black. I'm a black conscious God, nigga. That's why I don't subscribe to nobody religious organization. Rather, you from the Nation of Islam, 5%, gods of the earth. They all my people. But you got to have dignity somewhere, brother. I got to have dignity. I'll keep trying to tell you. Let me show you what dignity is, just in case you don't know. You want to see what dignity is? Well, most of you Negroes would have bowed down. And this hurts a person in the long run because y'all don't support real people. You support fantasy. This is dignity right here. You want to see it?
Cassius Clay, Army.
This is dignity. And I'll go to jail.
Will you please step forward and be inducted into the Armed Forces of the United States?
Nigga, I ain't say America.
You'll have another chance in a few minutes to reconsider and be inducted. You'll go back in that room, they'll call your name, and they'll tell you once again to take that step.
I'm against the war in Vietnam. I don't think black people, I don't think they should go to Vietnam and fight an Asian, yellow people who've never lynched us, raped us, called us niggas, deprived us of freedom, justice, equality, for the same white man who's not freeing us right here in America. Really, my conscience won't allow me to go. Although I won't have to go, you offer me deals where I don't have to fight, or I can have it easier, do like Joe Louis did. But still, I know that you're using me to lead other people to the service, which is leading them to slaughter, and my conscience will still bother me. Sir, I'd just rather go to jail.
Cassius Clay,
one more time.
Army.
How many of y'all did that for benefit?
Cassius Clay, Army.
Will
you please step forward and be inducted into the Armed Forces of the United States?
You'll have another chance in a few minutes to reconsider and be inducted. You'll go back in that room, they'll call your name, and they'll tell you once again to take that step.
I'm against the war in Vietnam. I don't think black people, I don't think they should go to Vietnam and fight an Asian, yellow people who've never lynched us, raped us, called us niggas, deprived us of freedom, justice, equality, for the same white man who's not freeing us right here in America. Really, my conscience won't allow me to go. Although I won't have to go, you offer me deals where I don't have to fight, or I could have it easier, do like Joe Louis did. But still, I know that you're using me to lead other people to the service, which is leading them to slaughter, and my conscience will still bother me. Sir, I'd just rather go to jail.
Cassius Clay, Army.
Time for the people that's in the back.
Cassius Clay, Army.
Y'all would be like, yes,
Will
me.
you please step forward and be inducted into the Armed Forces of the United States?
It's me.
You'll have another chance in a few minutes to reconsider and be inducted. You'll go back in that room, they'll call your name, and they'll tell you once again to take that step.
What did he just say? To influence, you're using me to influence other people. So while we get this thing rolling, people, I want y'all all to don't believe nothing. If you got a problem with me, if you just got on this feed and you got a problem with me, John, hit the link, homie. Please hit the link. I dare you. But I want you to go look up, while you think about it, the PD people. Go look him up right now, brother, because John is not going to look it up because he's too scared. I told you, when I moved out here, y'all think it's a game. You can never, ever, none of you ever come at me, because everything I'm going to talk about is factual. So bring your best to the cipher. Let's go. Let's go. Bring your best and look up the PD people and watch what you see. Look up the PD people. Look them up. Zulu. Zulu. You look it up. Zulu. 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 Come on, baby. bring us to the cipher. Best you can. Stop. Hey, look it up yet? They don't know about the chant, baby. Thank you, brother. So that M-A-O-R-I, that's some more, people. That's more. Let's go. Zulu.
This is something special.
Hit the link, John. I'm gonna get rid of you, homie. Hit that link, John. I'm gonna get rid of you and put you on timeout, and then I'm gonna get rid of you for eternity. So, John, I told you before, if you keep typing, I'm going to get rid of you. All you got to do is go research what Sabir said and prove me wrong. They don't get it yet, John, or Marcus, or Jarrell. I'm the different kind of breed. That's why I was telling Bentley Kyle, because everything is based around what they putting out here. This is why they do this. And then make you hate what you see. So let me explain this to y'all like you a 2-year-old. Negroes are sitting up here smoking Dutch cigars, not Cuban cigars. And Dutch been smoking niggas since 1492. Let's repeat that one more time. So you could bring all your best scholars and stop typing. You're not smoking a Cuban cigar. You're smoking a Dutch cigar. And Dutch been smoking niggas since 1492. Why? Because you don't know who you are. So come on, bring it. So once you go research what I just showed you, who the PD people are, did you go look it up, John? I know you probably did. I know you did, John. John went to go look it up. John just mad because I'm not talking about black power, brother. I'm not hooping and hollering about black power nor giving these people any props. But you, John, are afraid to ask the European where their green cards at. See, if you put me in a room, so-called white people where their green cards at, I'm a different breed. I told you, I walked away from money. I walked away from a lot of things, brother. You can put my ass in jail because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to educate everybody in the motherfucker. So you can try to frame me all you want. Been there, done that. I'm not afraid of dying because everybody got to die. Anybody knows me know I saw death many times. I was ready to go. But this spirit is going to live on forever. Forever. And you're going to keep looking at me even if I go today or tomorrow. You're going to watch any of my videos and say, that nigga's still hunting me from the grave. You don't realize it. Because I stand on principles and morals that you don't. Because you like an easy prey, John, that you would actually say, well, yeah, brother, why you got to? I would ask you, why do you have the white man Versace on, Gucci on? Why you got gay people clothes on, Dolce & Gabbanas? Niggas be wearing Dolce & Gabbana. You know they gay, right? Why y'all wear Dolce? Why you wear Dolce Gabbana cologne? You know they gay, right? Dolce and Gabbana.
Ew.
Think about it. Why do you have? Just think about it. Just think about the craziness that we hear every day. But if I tell you this is ours, right? You would say it's a skirt, nigga. No, this is not a skirt. It's called a kilt. I don't know if y'all know the difference between a kilt and a skirt. Did they look up the PD people yet? Or should I have to
Yes,
show
they
them?
had grass skirts. That don't make it right, Sabir.
Listen, it don't make it right when nigga wearing a suit and a tie when you go to court, though, right? Why don't you just wear anything to court? I do.
Does make it facts though.
You know, this is the weird part. You ever notice a nigga always go to court, get dressed up in court because the attorney be like, yeah, you should dress proper. Like, nigga, I'm dressing me. Nigga, like, you gotta wear a suit and a tie. Nigga, that don't mean they're gonna give you a lighter sentence. Nigga, they not gonna find you guilty. You just look like a crazy motherfucker that was programmed to go in the courtroom and wear a suit and a tie, a noose around your neck, and then turn around and say, yes, Your Honor. No, what makes a judge honorable? This is the things that y'all should be asking them. What makes a judge honorable? I'm asking. That's a question for y'all, just in case you don't know. That's literally a question for y'all. See, I'm gonna make you think. Should I play some more Zulu music, chant music? You know, this music was a vibration.
Zulu.
You know that was a vibration fighting the British. You do know that, right? And then they had to get our own people to kill Shaka Zulu.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's figure it out. I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna ask y'all, because I know some of y'all know attorneys and y'all pretty with these cool, want to be talk proper. What makes a judge honorable? Scared of this. That's Zulu So they do those chants to scare the hell out, and then they flip the whole music on y'all. Now y'all niggas running around like I don't know. Like you hit a metal piece and you got that vibration. Be like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. We scared the hell out of these people with that chants, bro. Everything was a vibration. When you even use that word black, it's a vibration that you put into the ethers. Negatively. You can't even make it positive. These black niggas are trying to make stuff positive. Well, we're gonna make black positive. No, you really can't. You can't. So the crazy part is Negroes will sit up and talk about a kilt and don't know what a kilt is, but you wear a tie, which is a noose on your neck, and then go in the courtroom and say, yes, Your Honor. And anybody knows me, don't ever think that I would call a judge Your Honor. You never saw me say that to none of these people. There's nothing honorable about these people. Nothing. Not even a mayor. So, you so scary that you will actually say mine. That nigga could be a pedophile. He could be a woman beater. He could be an alcoholic. But niggas be like, yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. What makes him honorable? Now, I'm giving y'all the opportunity. I told you, John, I'm going to put you on timeout until you come on the feed, brother. You ready? You ready for your timeout? Because I'm going to put you on timeout. I'm great. Put you on timeout. I'm going to show you your ego now. You're going to comment one more time without coming on the feed. I'm trying to make you a man, brother. I don't know how can I make you one, but I'm really trying to make him a man. To get some kahunas. You know them 2 bocanes? 2 balls in a cane? And I'm very sarcastic. And I'm dead serious about what I'm saying.
2 below.
So, you know that Yassine used to live in South Africa. So once you know real history, right? Real history? Because they didn't cut y'all balls off, nigga. You ever see that movie? Remember Django when he was going to cut his balls off? They hung him upside down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did to niggas here. They ain't even got to cut your balls off physically no more. They didn't cut your balls off now already. The niggas ain't standing for nothing. Watch this. We're gonna get. What did Ali say? What Muhammad Ali say? You just want to get me to influence the rest of the people, and that's what Ali said. You want me to get the masses of the people to influence the rest of the people. And if you ever study propaganda, that's what it says. It says we go to celebrities, so celebrities can actually influence the masses of the people. That's why niggas are running around here with blue checks. You won't see me with a blue check, and I did a lot. Niggas are buying blue checks just to influence their own people. The fuck?
Remember the funeral for the N-word?
Oh yeah, they did that too. They had a funeral for the nigger word. Like,
Oh, dear. Coughing and everything.
wait a minute. Why would you rent a coffin, nigga? Make it make
Coughing and everything.
Listen, just think about this. You know what that remind me of? Bear with me. Can't make this up. I saw
They probably
something.
had a repass.
Who?
Probably had a repass and everything.
Hold up. I just saw something on KBLA. Damn, I thought I had it up here. KBLA is doing something, right? And they was talking about Black Women Month or whatever, right? This is the weirdest thing ever. Like Negroes, I told you, I'm cut from a different cloth. I swear to God, I am. I told my sons if they was going to go in the army, I would shoot them in the leg. If I call my other son in Philly, he'll tell you the story. I told him, but why, Sabir? He's going to fight for our country. But what's the name of the country then? What would be the name of the country that you're fighting for? I would like to know the name of the country. Do you know how hard and disciplined this has to be, y'all, to not get paid for telling lies? Think about it. I told y'all when I went on that set of Bentley Kyle, I was really pissed off when I was on that Love That Girl set. I walked away from 50, 80. Y'all don't even know it because I don't tell y'all about it, but I'm letting you know. I walked away from money. Because you know why? It's the dignity. I watched Muhammad Ali say, put me in jail, nigga. For what? That's how I feel. So if you're a conscious individual, as long as you ain't committing murder, nigga, you coming home. I'm gonna educate everybody in there. I did 6 months before like that. I educated everybody in there for the whole 6 months. They tried it. What's the other thing? Kill me? The physical you can kill, but the spirit you can't kill. And this is how I live my life. Just being real with y'all. So I just want y'all to know how I am. So if you lose a house, lose it. Get another one. Lose a job, get another one. Lose a car, get another one. Lose a woman, get another one. Best way to get over somebody is get under somebody. Did I just say that? The best way to get over is get under somebody. I know some of y'all hurting right now. Don't say that shit, Sabir. Sabir, you telling my husband something, or you telling my wife something. I'm happy every day, bro. Every day. I just live a different kind of life than y'all, man. I don't listen. I told my brother Hanif, nigga, I try to live stress-free. I know he probably cracking up laughing right now. Yo, because we be having some crazy conversations. I don't live the way y'all live, man. Listen, I lost a child. I'm fine with what I do. Allah is the best of planners to all of this. And if you don't stand up and speak up and speak out and speak up and speak out against the so-called conscious people too, y'all niggas are scared because they may call you a tether. I don't care. You would never call me a tether to my face, but you'll sit on this feed for 5 hours if I want you to and suck up everything from 5 to 10 hours. You can never, ever rebut what I'm saying. You'll do some research. You'll sit up here and say it's egotistical when it has nothing to do with that. I'm a humble dude. You follow me? I'm a very approachable dude too. But come in peace or leave in pieces. This is the motto. Right? There's no such thing as black South Africans, brother. Don't call people black. Don't call them black. They're South Africans. Have you ever noticed they never said these people were black, white people that's coming over here? Have y'all noticed that? They call them South Africans. Didn't they call them that?
Yep.
Have you noticed they never called them white people, but niggas over here saying they're white? Have y'all noticed that? Y'all better use some logic and critical thinking, man.
Nationality is the order of the day.
They never, Hold up.
Yes,
They
sir.
never called these people. They need to have logic and critical thinking. I know they're going to run for a minute because you know why? Because I'm going to hit home. They never called these people white. Niggas are calling them white. We got white South Africans.
They're doing everything for white people. People.
But this is what my brother Hanif was saying. Out of all of this stuff that y'all see from the Nation of Islam down, niggas talking about black gods and black this and you know the whole 9 yards. We love having this conversation because all of them playing a part. So this is all they want to talk about, things like this. So that this is what they want to talk about the Jews, but your brothers in the nation don't want to talk about who the real Jews are, do they? Okay. So these are the things that y'all would like to bring up. Which one you want? Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Y'all keep thinking I don't know what I'm be talking about. You think I don't know? Ain't no damn black Jews, bro. You think I don't know? This is what they constantly want to talk about. Y'all don't get it? It's not about hate, brother. It's about truth. It's about the truth. All of them are part of this game, homie. I'm not part of that. If you in the Nation of Islam, bring it to the cipher. Let's talk. Because you are more also. Bring it to the cipher. No hate, just truth. Y'all just don't have the kahunas to tell it. Because you want to be friends with everybody. I got a big ass family, brother. My family is huge, bro. So my family is my friends. That's the reality. Right? But you're afraid to ask these Europeans where their green cards at. Have you noticed they're the only immigrants that's here? White people, so-called white people, are the only immigrants here? Yes, shout out to my people from the Caribbean. No doubt. We're going to get into that too. I got somebody on TikTok. Hold up. No doubt. Let's pull out my people from the Caribbean. Hold up. No doubt, baby. Come to YouTube. What's up? Let's have that conversation. America is north, south, and central, baby. And the islands. So Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, all of those people are Moors.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Oh.
Boricua Morena.
See, Negroes like Tariq Nasheed and them have to create stuff to cause division. And some people be saying he's an agent. I don't know what that dude is. But Tariq would never sit in the room with Sabir Bey. He can't even
Agent Black.
He can't even pick a video apart that I would do. Tariq Nasheed can't even pick a video apart. Okay? So, yes, it's called Ayati, not Haiti. Somebody on TikTok. It's called Ayati. My niece is Trinidadian, and Trinidad means Trinity. Oh, damn. Did I just break that down? Did that make sense? My niece is from Trinidad. We are Trinidadians. Trinidadians look like me. They can be darker. They can be lighter. Have you ever been to Florida? Trinidad means Trinity. That's where it comes from, but they're still us. Haiti is not called Haiti. Haiti come from the word hate. It's called Ayati. 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 Y'all don't get it yet? Y'all still listening to these people, bro. Y'all don't understand. I told you that the drop of a dime, baby, I can make it hot. Any of you black scholars want to come at me? Come on, baby. Hit that link. Set it up. How do you spell what? Ayati? Hold on, I'm trying to see what they're asking me on. I'm reading on TikTok. So excuse me, y'all. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, y'all. So bear with me, all right? You never heard what you gonna talk about that? Wyclef? That song he said, Ayati, 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 Ayati. You never heard him say that? Y'all never heard him say that? Here it's spelled Ayiti. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it up here. AYITI. It's called IATI. I told you I give y'all people say you don't be teaching, nigga. I be teaching all the day long. You can keep trying to come at me. I'm gonna keep ducking them up like nigga. Oh, was nothing slow right there, was it? I'm gonna duck every last one of them up. Good reflexes, bro. IATI. The word Haiti was hate. So welcome, my brothers from IATI in Jamaica. It's called Jamaica, not Jamaica. Jamaica, not Jamaica. Jamaica is where the jam come from. The jam makers. Jam makers. And they're called maroons, brother. Y'all don't get it yet?
Jam.
Not jelly, jam.
Maroon Town, Moortown,
You see
Jamaica.
how the Boers keep going into this whole piece of yo nigga talking, I'm a black man because the black man is not God, nigga. There is no such thing as black people. They don't exist. But y'all scared to ask these Europeans who they are. But they never called themselves white. So I'm looking at videos like, damn, they bringing these people in. Let's help you. I'm gonna help y'all out. Y'all ready? Y'all should question these people. I know you black conscious people scared, and you never hear Tariq talk about no white person. Tariq Nasheed never talk about a white person or a Jew. Have you noticed that? Have you ever noticed? I should go pull out my Haiti flag, my IATI flag. I do have IATI flag. So I'm on TikTok, y'all. So please join me on TikTok, Real Sabir Bey on TikTok. I'm reading comments on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. So bear with me. TikTok and Instagram. So let me put my banner up here just in case somebody want to feel froggy and leap. I'm gonna give y'all my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? I'm reading comments on Instagram, on TikTok, so bear with me. Okay? Join Sabir Bey's YouTube channel. I got a Trinidad flag too. Hold up. Man, I got Trinidad flag, Jamaican flag, Haitian flag. I have a sleeve that says Trinity. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. Y'all think I'm playing? Hold up. Give me 1 second. People think I be playing, bro. You know, I used to go to the Caribana, the Caribbean festival in Canada. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find my pick. Where's my pick at? I was in Canada, right? So, yo, I was repping everything, bro. When I was there, I had all the flags on me. Man, where's my picture at? So I had a Jamaican flag, a Haitian flag. I had all the flags on me, bro. It's a festival in Canada called the Caribana. They have the Caribbean festival. Damn, I thought I had it. I have to find it. It's somewhere in this piece. But anywho, I'll find it eventually. And I was sitting outside and I had all the flags on me. Damn, dude. I hate when I do this, man. I really hate when I do this. But nope, that's not it. And so I would rep all the colors because you don't even know where we from unless we open our mouths. So we're not separate from our people from the Caribbean. We're not separate. We're the same people. Some got dropped off in different places. So these niggas are talking about they foundational black Americans. Guess what? Black Americans are landless. Oops, did I just say that? Black people in the United States are landless. They have no land because there's no land called black people.
Would you say we were tethered to our brothers in the Caribbean?
Yeah, we are tied to our brothers in the Caribbean. She used it the right way. We are tethered to our people in the Caribbean. We are tethered to our people in Africa. But you leave it up to Tariq. He got his own definition of what a tether is. Nigga, tethered. He said they fleeing. Did you see a video that Tariq Nasheed said the white people was fleeing from South Africa? Did y'all see that one yet?
No.
You ain't seen no video of him doing that yet? Did he say they're running? You ain't see that yet, did you? I'm still trying to find this.
Who's running?
He didn't say the white people was running from South Africa, did he? That's because he don't take I told you, when it comes to us, eat it up.
Dude is a comedian.
He's not a good comedian. If he's a comedian, he's not a good one. See, this is the difference. I'm the type of dude, right, that would kick you off your pedestal. You ever be that dude, you ever be that cat in school that do crazy? I used to do stuff like that to people. I'll kick you off your pedestal, kick you off whatever it is. I used to do crazy stuff like that. Right? So I'm still trying to find it. I'll find it eventually. If I don't show y'all today, I'll show y'all later on. Okay? So I can't find it. Damn, I just had it in here. But anyway, I was at the festival. And if you ever went to a festival, even Brooklyn, you can't even tell who we are. I remember walking with MC Light with her mother one day, and we walking at the Brooklyn Caribbean Festival, and we was saying we all look alike because you can't even tell us apart. That's how crazy it was. But see, the thing is that we're not dealing with men. We're not dealing with men. We're dealing with little boys. Before the colonizers, the original name to thank you. There go my sister. She said it right there. Y'all don't get it? So all these niggas running around with a colonized mind talking about, brother, I'm a black man, brother, because the black man is God, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm God, brother. And majority of the stuff that we're using and speaking of is all European. Y'all all have that colonized mindset. That's okay though, but we can work it out. John, I'm being respectful, brother. I said you can come on the feed. If you keep typing, I don't want to do this to you, brother. I'm talking to you. I really don't want to do this to you, bro. So this is the last warning. I'm going to put you on timeout, right? And then when you come back, hopefully you can come on now respectfully. Now, do you want to?
Because I'm tethered to their land and they're tethered to ours. It's all America.
You got to address it to him. He can hit the link right there. I'm going to put him on timeout in a minute. So we ain't got to go back and forth. We don't do that over here. Ask
a stupid question.
No, but that's the Tariq Nasheed show. Okay? That's Tariq Nasheed show. Okay? So you can go get Tariq Nasheed. Okay, of course, yes. You can. Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you told me I can. So I'm going to put you on timeout so hopefully you can come back. Niggas don't understand who I am, brother. They must really think I'm one of these dudes that's desperate for attention. You can put me in the room and I can have all the attention with your friends. But he's not blocked. He's on timeout until he come back when he matures. So I saw a video, right, of Europeans coming in, South Africans, that is. So let me play this video for y'all real quick. This is the craziest thing ever. And watch how this works. Look at this.
South Africa to Dulles International Airport was the first group of what we have been told as Afrikaner refugees arriving here at Dulles today. Now, administration officials say that these Afrikaners are the victims of race-based persecution, and federal officials today from the State Department and Homeland Security pledged at the airport as they arrived after a 12-hour flight. The U.S. government would help them with housing, furniture, food, everything they needed to relocate here to the United States.
And Fitz, there is some controversy over this refugee flight today. So what are critics of the flight saying at this point?
Well, you know, while the president signed this executive order for the Afrikaners on February 7th, you might remember before that, the very first day of this administration, the president effectively shut down the U.S. refugee program. So a lot of these refugee advocates from around the world are saying, you know, look, if you're going to make an exception for these Afrikaners, you know, why aren't you letting refugees in from around at other hot spots throughout the world? And, you know, incidentally, Angie, it's not uncommon for a foreign government to deny that people who are leaving their country are refugees. However, the South African president, vehemently denied that these people are refugees. In fact, he says they do not meet the standard of being a refugee. Instead, in his view, he says they are just not going along with the changes in the country. However, you talk to Afrikaners and they will say they have been the subject of home invasions, of violence. People have had their farmland taken away. So there is a big difference here of opinion as to, whether or not these people are or not refugees. From South Africa to Dulles International Airport was the first group of what we have been told is Afrikaner refugees arriving here at Dulles today. Now, administration officials say that these Afrikaners are the victims of race-based persecution, and federal officials today from the State Department and Homeland Security pledged at the airport as they arrived after a 12-hour flight. The U.S. government would help them with housing, furniture, food, everything they needed to relocate here to the United States.
And Fitz, there is some controversy over this refugee flight today. So what are critics of the flight saying at this point?
Well, while the president signed this executive order for the Afrikaners on February 7th, you might remember before that, the very first day of this administration, the president effectively shut down the U.S. refugee program. So a lot of these refugee advocates from around the world are saying, look, if you're going to make an exception for these Afrikaners, why aren't you letting refugees in from around at other hot spots throughout the world? And, incidentally, Angie, it's not uncommon for a foreign government to deny that people who are leaving their country are refugees. However, the South African president, vehemently denied that these people are refugees. In fact, he says they do not meet the standard of being a refugee. Instead, in his view, he says they are just not going along with the changes in the country. However, you talk to Afrikaners and they...
So who's opening up the doors for y'all so-called black people that's getting shot down in the streets? That's not America. Y'all keep calling it America. They didn't say America. You don't even understand that the United States is different than America. This is the weird part. Y'all need to join my classes. I swear to God, y'all need to join.
Which America you talking about?
You was in the military, right, Jarrell?
Yeah.
Do they say American Army or U.S. Army?
U.S. Army.
And this is the weird part about black people. You would try to say, well, you talk about the United States of America. It's
U.S. Marines, U.S. Air Force.
It's easy
US
to say
Navy.
United States of America. So let me help y'all out. The word of is an origin for which something comes from. Of. That makes sense? The son of Sabir. Son of Sabir. You follow me? Son of Sabir. So, United States of America, which America is North, South, Central, and the Caribbean. That's America. Did that make sense? That's very simple, right? So, America is North, South, and Central. I'm an American. All my stuff when I travel, look at my brother Percy. Come on the feed for a minute, brother. Exactly. Percy will tell you what I put down on my paper when I travel. Y'all saw my documents many times.
America.
Stuff says American more. Am I lying? Should I show it to him again? Percy's on here. Percy traveled with me. What, 2 times? Percy?
Yeah, real American.
The real American. Y'all don't want this type of conversation. They're not Americans. No, they're not. They're not Americans. Jamaicans are Americans. Haitians are Americans. Trinidadians are Americans. They are Americans. These people are foreigners, and y'all scared to ask to challenge these people. So come on to the feed.
Mexicans.
Y'all ain't got to keep typing.
It was wild because a lady on, I think it was TikTok, broke down what was going on, the behind the scenes stuff. And JD Vance had set up some farming program. And these so-called refugees, these Afrikaners, they happen to be farmers. So they bought all this land in the U.S. What do you think they're going to do with these people?
There you go. I'm still waiting for my Black Power people to come on the feed.
Slavery.
Come on, Black
She
Power
was breaking
people.
it down. She was like, you're not even in control of your food anymore. Now foreigners are growing your food.
Oh, they're going to be your teachers. They're going to be your kids' teachers too. Oh, you definitely going to be your kids' teachers too. They definitely going to be your kids' teachers. And what they're going to teach you? They were slaves. You were a slave, and this is what happens. And this is what was going on. Here go my brother Percy. Ask Percy what I put down. What was putting down when we was traveling overseas, Percy?
American more.
American more, right? It looks similar to this. It says American more, right? Nationality, not United States, American more. Let me blow it up so y'all can see a little bit more. Nationality, American more. Y'all see the difference? When you stand on it, let me show them another one. Oh, this is my child's birth. Asiatic as their race. You see the race?
Yeah.
You see that says Asiatic as the race? Y'all don't get it yet?
For good, hard-earned white American cash.
Oh, let's show
Yeah.
them another one. That's Morocco. You see that? American Moor. But you don't want to hear this though, right? Because you know why? Because you're going to be responsible for something. And black people don't want to be responsible for something. They want to point the finger. This is why my brother Hanif was saying, after all these years, we have not shifted and changed nothing yet. I was working on a set. I told y'all when I started out, when I first came out here in LA, I went to work on a set of Love That Girl. Now, y'all looked it up. It came out in 2010, right? When I moved out here, I tried to tell Bentley Kyle, let's do something, brother. And Bentley Kyle told me, would crush me, but I was standing up as a man. I was crushed when he told me. That nigga was big too. He was like, he said, when you get, hold up. This is him looking down on me. Bentley Kyle did Love That Girl, Martin Lawrence show, and all those shows. So Bentley Kyle looked down at me and said, when you get your own show, you become a producer, you do it. So what did I do? I did a movie with Big Red from Five Heartbeats. Did y'all know that? I came on as a producer. Do y'all know the name of this? You know the movie? Go look this up online and punch that in line. Go to IMDb and punch in Abandon Act. Or just Google the picture. Just Google it. Sabir Bey, Abandon Act. Google that. Google it. Let me tell you the story about this, brother, how this works. I don't have the money like that. So when my brother Hawthorne James said to me, I want you to add some authenticity to this movie, Sabir. The movie was called Abandon Act. Remember I told you about the product placement when I was telling you about Bentley Kyle? And Bentley Kyle, I said, Bentley Kyle, we could put law dictionaries on the table. We could put history. You know, that nigga said, hell no, get your own. So this is the movie I did with him. Abandon Act. That's my brother. I respect this brother so much for actually reaching out to me. He reached out to me, right? And if you go to my IMDb, you'll see I am the producer, but I also co-wrote this. I had to rewrite the script from the sister named Molly. I do have the movie. So when we shot this in LA, it was kind of crazy, brother, because let me show you on the set. You want to see me on the set? You want to see me on set? Here it is. Y'all don't get it yet? Well, let's blow this up just a little bit more. You see how that works? I ain't got the same thing on, right? So pay attention. We were shooting this in LA, but y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know. You think I'm one of these dudes that want to be fake famous? No, brother. I have principles and morals that rocks with me. I'm not doing that, but I will actually add what I can in. So when Hawthorne called me about that part, I was like, yo, man, let's do this thing, bro. I didn't know I was supposed to be in a movie with him, though. It's called Abandon Act. I didn't know that I was supposed to be in the movie with him. But it was dope. So God willing, if we get enough money, he's working on something now, but I can't tell y'all. It's none of y'all damn business. Because niggas like to throw monkey wrenches and everything, and we can't speak premature. But you'll see it. And then everybody gonna start saying, well, let's get in contact with Sabir. No, I'm a very humble dude, brother. But the one thing I don't run around and talk about white supremacy, the white man's the devil, because they're not white, because I'm gonna strip everything from them, but I will speak the truth. And if you ever saw that movie, I do have it. You'll actually see me in there putting the book, 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro in there. There's a piece on YouTube that you can go to YouTube and punch it in. And in the movie, I put the book, 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro, inside there. And the sister that was the original writer of it, she was scared to have that in the movie. Just telling you how Hollywood is. It's very weird out this mug. But somebody got to do it. Somebody has to do it, bro. I don't get the backing that I should be getting. But niggas say begging. Nigga, I ain't got to beg for nothing. Nigga, you going to come on his feet every day and beg for Sabir Bey's attention. Every day. But I will never let somebody play me for cheap. At all. Remember I talk about my sister MC Light? That's my sister MC Light now right there. I ain't have no locks in my hair. Remember I told you we was walking through Brooklyn at the Caribbean Festival? Her and her mom. Y'all don't know who I know, bruh. And I don't have to brag about things. So when I'm speaking of people name dropping, these are people that I know. Literally know. Just like I can mention the drug dealer that's on the corner, my nigga. That's like me mentioning Percy. I mentioned Percy so goddamn much. I'll be like, nigga, Percy and I did. We had Airbnbs together, nigga. We didn't have mad fun in these countries. Am I lying, Percy? We had fun. It's good when you can have a bunch of people go with you.
Yep.
It's fun when you can have a bunch of people. So there we go on the set. That's Hawthorne James. That's me with the script. Oh, nigga, was he in jail? There we go again. Y'all think I be playing? This is real, bro. But the one thing I won't do is sell my dignity for nobody, bro. I'm not paying for blue checks to be famous, bro. I'll take everybody's blue check that y'all watch on social media, with all due respect, because these cats ain't dealing with no truth. Let's move forward with these videos with these people. So y'all should ask these Europeans where their green cards at, instead of beating up your brothers and sisters from the Caribbean. And what you better do is make connections with your Mexican brothers and sisters. You better go watch The Last Purge. You better make your connection with your brothers from the Caribbean, from Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica, because these niggas know how to survive. These niggas know the woods. These niggas just know I'm gonna get in my Rolls Royce, nigga. Let me tell you something. When the rubber hit the road, nigga, we used to have, you know what's weird? We used to have, like in New York, we used to say, what if we had to escape from New York? Like we was preparing for this type of stuff. We had to walk through water, nigga. If you had to walk through the water, like nigga, like you better know how to swim. This is the stuff that we was training for in New York. So imagine if something hit. I'm close to Mexico, right? I'm a person that said I hate Mexicans, right? You think they're gonna let me in? They be like, no, nigga, you one of those niggas that said you hate Mexicans. You go go watch The Last Purge. Watch the Forever Purge, the last one. Pay attention to it. California is Mexico. Arizona is Mexico. Texas is Mexico. Let me say this again.
What is a New Mexico?
Yeah. Arizona is Mexico. Texas is Mexico. All of those places is Mexico, bro. And if you know about Mexicans, we look like them. Let me help him out, Percy. Percy was here. We're going to show him Percy for 1 second. Let me show you this other video first before we do this. This is another video. Where's the other video? Here you go, right here. Can't make this up. Y'all ready? Look at this one. But y'all over here crying.
Welcome to the United States of America. We respect what you have had to deal with these last few years. We respect the long tradition of your people and what you have accomplished over the years.
This is crazy.
Welcome to the United States of America. We respect what you have had to deal with these last few years. We respect the long tradition of your people and what you have accomplished over the years.
Yo. So what they gonna do to black people? They gonna get rid of these niggas. Listen, they gonna get rid of these Negroes. They gonna say, we gotta get rid of these Negroes, man. They're not worth it. They're gonna kill each other any goddamn way. The other ones is paid off already. The other ones is paid off. So we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. I hope y'all can hit the link, join the conversation. I got my brother Percy on here, Jarrell, and my brother Marcus on the feed. Please share this video if you have X. Please share this out on X. Okay, share it out on X right now, and let's see if these cats want to have a real conversation. Hurry up. We are an hour and 12 minutes in. I don't need to be on here for 10 hours. That's the link. But all invaders got to go.
Beer Bay Radio.
Yeah, big up Mad Lion on this one. Killer Pride, let's rock. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before Columbus, 30,000 years ago. We were there in Mexico. Where's your mama? She got cock your rifle, let it blow. Bow, 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 bow. All invaders gotta go. This was for my people, Mexican people. The whole earth is yours. No human is illegal. Come across the border, every woman and man. The U.S. is the alien. Mexico, this is your land. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? Yo, you see the same men living like cavemen coming out the cave, them trying to enslave men. How can we obey them? Better we betray them. Rise up like the Reverend Nat Turner and slay them. Mexican people, get your education. Tell your little children them this is their nation. You own California, you own Arizona, you own San Diego and Texas, the Lone Star. Hey, so how then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? Look, you see Mexico, then look at New Mexico. What is a
What
New
is
Mexico?
a New Mexico?
It is a Mexico. All of America they used to call a Mexico. Immigration laws are a fraud and we reject them. We are the Olmec, Toltec, pyramid builder, astronomer, philosopher, and healer. Mexican people, rise up right now and realize this is your land now. Sing, how then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor?
See, this is the type of stuff that scared black folks. Brother, I don't know, brother. We're not going to have nobody over here following us if we don't say that we're not black people, brother.
Boo. Boo.
That's invaders. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to keep a buck with y'all. They're not even doing nothing wrong. Where's the African countries or the Caribbean countries opening it up for us that's being shot down in the streets every day?
Oops.
Somebody get the Foundational Black Americans on this feed. I know some of y'all on it, but go get the head. The nigga that copyrighted Foundational Dead Americans. And that's crazy as hell. That nigga be, yo, that nigga is the biggest pimp, boy. I see some of y'all followers.
Telling you.
That nigga pimping. Oh, y'all.
Because it's crazy. The first time FBA was used was September 23rd, 2020. But he's using it to refer to Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, and all these other figures.
But Malcolm X's mother was from the Caribbean.
Not pimping.
Listen, now watch this. Y'all want to see some more stuff? Let's go. Y'all want to see something? I pulled out my kilt. So let me help y'all out. I'm going to show y'all a little bit more. Just sit back. Relax. I want to know if I can go 5 hours. You think I can go 5 hours?
Easy.
Easy.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's do a little bit. Let's do a test, y'all. I might go like 3 or 4 hours. I don't know. But I want the so-called black conscious people to share it out. Okay? Let's go. Let's go here for a second.
Light work. Let's go.
Are black people, but not only that, but they were black people. They were literally black people. Up until the 1940s, Irish people were considered black because even if you had 1 drop of Negro blood, you were considered black. And they even had a term for it, smoked Irish. Even during segregation, they were never considered to be white. So the movie Braveheart depicts a white man going up against the English army to stop the invasion. But what's wrong about this is that's supposed to be a black man. They told you that the Scottish and the Irish were fighting against the English and that their populations were wiped out by the potato famine or something. But no, actually, they were just deported.
I was looking through footage of my grandfather, who is my mother's dad, and he would use a bit of a more of an old school Cork, right? You'd hear this in a lot older generations, especially in the inner city of Cork, right? And I was thinking to myself, by Christ, Granda George sounds like he's from the middle of Barbados. So
Look at all these Jamaican and Caribbean last names.
Y'all get
They
it?
all sound like Irish and Scottish last names. You got Carter, Parker, Porter, Brown, Smith, Campo, Johnson, McTee.
This is what
Gingers are black people, but not only that, but they were black people. They were literally
killed on.
black people. Up until the 1940s, Irish people were considered black because even if you had one drop of Negro blood, you were considered black. And they even had a term for it, smoked Irish. Even during segregation, they were never considered to be white. So the movie Braveheart depicts a white man going up against the English army to stop.
Y'all don't get it yet? Who y'all think y'all be talking to? What Negroes think I don't read, man? Think about what I'm doing. Y'all don't get this. This is what you're not going to get on their channels. It's too thick to be reading. I don't know. I don't want to read this book, brother. It's too thick. This is too much reading, brother. I don't even want to read this motherfucker. It's too much. Y'all don't want to get this with me. So, have you ever seen these? It's a called Across the Celtic Moors. You ever heard of that?
Yep.
You heard it's Across the Celtic Moors, right? This doesn't come over. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all can't copy what I'm doing, so don't try to do that, okay? Don't. It's okay. You can contact me, though. You can contact me. I'm talking to these people that's sitting in the background, probably saying, I'm going to copy what Sabir says, and I'm going to repeat what he said.
Tell them, why should people join us on May 15th?
So I'm going to see if I can make the connection. Now, that movie Sinners, right? I said I was going to wait, right? They was talking about the Irish, wasn't they? In that movie Sinners. I didn't see it yet, but let me show you.
Yes.
Just feel the vibration. And the bagpipes come out of Ethiopia. Look at Ethiopia. Y'all get it?
You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley.
Y'all don't get it yet?
You forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields.
What book would that be right here? What book would that be?
Will you stay with me? Will you be?
Go look up the Celtic Moors. This is the crazy part when people don't do research and they sit up here act like they know the history. So let me explain this to y'all. You ever see this meat company called the Boar's Head? Y'all remember that company? Go Google it. Google the Boar's Head.
Peace to the panel. Salam alaikum to the brethren.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
The Boar's Head. The Boar's Head was the Moorish head. Y'all don't even get this yet. I don't think they comprehending this, brother. Y'all don't comprehend this yet. Anything with McDouglas's, McDonald's, it's all Moorish. I'm from Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, we have places called Callahan's, Kala Allah, Irish, Tala Allah, Hassie, Hallahan School. Y'all don't, is it registering yet? So in order for them to do what they were doing, they had to change the books around. Like my brother Jarrell just posted up here. So this is the title. If you want to know about seeking asylum, why none of your black leaders are telling y'all that? Go to Title 8. Why are they not telling y'all that if y'all want to escape? Because you know why? The black leaders are freaking doo-doo, bruh. They faking dudes, man. Fake, phony people. And that's why you don't see Sabir on those shows. Because Sabir is going to say, here it is. Right here. Let me show you. Remember what it, Title 8. I want you to go look it up. What am I reading, brother? Do you see that says United States Codes? That's in the law library, and I'm live with it. That's me. There it is. You don't see them cats doing this. So when you understand what is happening, it's nothing wrong that they're doing. It's that you don't understand what is happening because these people make money off of lies. You know how many hours I spent in Thurgood Marshall, Jenkins Law Library, Canada's Law Library, Harrison Law Library? Do you know how many hours I spent in these places? Do you understand that this is why I say if you put me in a room with any of these cats, it's over for them? It's not that I'm being sarcastic. I'm just being 100 with y'all because I know them. So this is why when I was on Dominique the Prima show, she couldn't understand what I was talking about. Let me show y'all. Y'all should go check that show out. I was going to go overseas the next day. Go over there and look at, this is when I was on Dominique the Prima show. And this is why I said people are full of doo-doo. She don't even want to reach back out to me. It's weird because once I'm on somebody's show, bruh, and I say something like Boyce Watkins, that's why you don't see me on you don't see me on Boyce Watkins show anymore. Have you noticed that? When I got on Boyce Watkins show and started saying certain things, that nigga said, I'm gonna have you back. And they lied. Because they don't want to touch this. Because once you research what I'm saying, you're gonna have to get rid of a lot of things and you have to clean your brain out, bruh. So when I was on Dominique the Prima show before I went overseas, that's the title she put in. Sabir Bey identifies as a Moor, which she is also. So y'all don't know who she is. She is Mary Baraka daughter, which her brother is the mayor of Newark, Ras Baraka. Did y'all get it yet? Her brother is Ras Baraka. The brother got locked up going to the ISIS place. That's her brother. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but that's her brother. Go look it up. See, y'all don't know what I know. I told you I would play y'all like a violin. And all of them will sit back and watch these videos and think it's Sabir. It's not Sabir. I've been in a room with these people. I know these people all too well, homie. So when I was on her show, she thought she was getting at me, but I was respectfully getting her. And then all of her people was emailing me after her show. They literally emailed me. And I showed people a couple of her people's email. I'm not speaking down on my people. Let me ask y'all a question. Am I speaking down on anybody on this feed before we start? On Instagram, am I speaking down on anybody on this feed? You should come to my YouTube channel. I need y'all to hear me out.
I hadn't noticed it in the time I've been here.
Okay, so I didn't speak to anybody else. Is anybody else? You know, the guilty always say something. Have you noticed that? The guilty always say something. Remember I told you, you throw that rock in that crowd? Now, Let me tell you what talking down people on. Tariq talks down on our people. He called them tethers. He called them all kinds of flies in their eyes. I don't talk down on my people. They don't know what I know. If you hold up, he is in his field. I hope he coming to my Instagram. He's saying what I don't know. If you know, right, that's what I want y'all to read it. If they know, right, if you know something, right, you do what? When you know, you do what? When you know something, you do what? You do better, right? Right?
When you know, you teach.
So you know, you teach or you do better. See, this is the thing about our people, because I'm not obligated to none of you Negroes. I'm talking to the conscious ones. I'm one of the ones that think I'm coming at them, not y'all. So I'm going to put the link up here one more time for you. And if I say come on the feed, come on the feed. Stand on your own 2, baby. Stand on your own 2 feet. Hit the link and be a man and man up. There's the link right there. Sabir Bey, or before 1492, or Sabir Tagitsu. Which one you want to join? Are you scared? So, because truth don't have no friends. Truth really don't have friends. You're not coming at me. Yeah, I'm coming at you. I'm definitely coming at you. If you feel as though I'm coming at you, I'm coming at you. Okay? You can't critique me. So if you're going to critique me, you better be better than me. If you're going to critique me, you better be better than me. And stop typing, because I can get rid of you also. If you feel some type of way, this is the time, baby. Now I'm talking about, I wasn't talking about you now, but I wasn't talking about you before. I'm talking about you now. So come on the feed.
I'm just curious to if Lucinda is related to Elijah.
If they haven't told you you're a walking contradiction, they ain't for your period. They're not. They can't. Because this is the thing. I just walked them through the history. I just told you how I am. You can't put me in a room with none of these people. See, again, hey, bro, I'm going to get rid of you, family. I'm going to be real with you. Yeah, I'm going to block you. No doubt. If you say that I'm talking down on my people and I'm giving you the floor to come on the feed and you hide it in the shadows like Terrence Howard said, I will block you. You have nothing to do over here. You're adding nothing to this platform but typing. You need to go to Sinetta show. You need to go to Tariq Nasheed's show. You need to go to Umar Johnson's pages. You need to go over there for them, because that's the conversation that you like. Those are the conversations you like. This is called grown folks conversation. I tuned in. You want people. I don't care. I don't need no people. So this is what I'm going to do. You can't be helpful for me, family. You want to help me? Disappear or support. How about that part? If you want to help me, I'm just be quiet. Or you can go right here to support.
The real hip hop is over here.
Hey, listen. Hold on. I should play that, John. The real hip hop is over here. Hold up. Let's do that. Let me see if I can find that track. Code up, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's have some fun. Come on, baby. The real hip hop is over here. I told you they got a whole lot to say, but never want to come on the feed. We're gonna have some fun with them.
First of all, I don't know who y'all saw on this stage before.
Don't worry about it. I don't
know who y'all gonna see on this stage after me. But this is real hip.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The real hip hop is over.
The real hip hop is over
here.
And that's what this represents. Pull off. Hippie. Open your eyes. Bring it.
Yo, Nelly, you ain't for real and you ain't universal. Your whole style sounds like an instant commercial. Ignoramus, I'm the baddest with the mic apparatus. Challenging the god of rappers madness. I snatch your status. With these others looking to build one, you can stop them. But I got enough albums to make my own top 10. You limited like the speed of traffic. You bite my style off the radio, so when you speak it back, I hear the
not ready for this, brother. Niggas want to sit on the sideline and complain. What master got you locked down that you can't come on the feed?
Hey, I'm laughing. She was trying to throw you under the bus with that sub, right?
Yeah, she tried to throw
Yeah,
me
didn't
under the
it,
bus, but she was pissed off when I said reclamations. That was the key. When I said reclamations, she was like, "What do you? Don't make me." And she said, "Don't make me invoke my father." I said, "Nigga, I know who your father is. Your father is Amiri Baraka. You think I don't know? He's not you, though." I said, "Don't make me invoke my father." So if you try to come on here, baby, come on my YouTube channel. We don't do Instagram. I need you to come to my YouTube channel and come on my YouTube, okay? Niggas always think they can try to critique you instead of saying, "Look, brother, how can I help you?" Come to YouTube. That's how you can help me. Right there. The link is open for you. If you can't get on that one, you can get on Sabir's, Sabir Tagetsu, or before 1492. I don't have YouTube. If you ain't got YouTube, you got a problem. I don't even think you have to have YouTube, do you? That's all you gotta do is have you go on YouTube. Right? If you got you got Instagram. He said I don't have YouTube. If you got Instagram, right? You got YouTube. That means, let me give him an example. You understand? Oh, we're gonna say that for later on. Hold up. I'm gonna show him what I'm talking about. He said I don't have YouTube. Let me show you how easy this is for you, okay? See how you can just you can punch in Sabir Bey on YouTube and you go here and click that. See how you can just you can punch in Sabir Bey on YouTube and you go here and click that. It's easy. It's easy.
Google YouTube first.
Okay. They go to YouTube University for everything else.
Google it, baby.
There it is right there. That's the link. So the crazy part is, listen, we're not really trying to do anything, brother. We're really not trying to do anything. And that's the crazy part about all of this. We're not. We want to sit back and point fingers. So let me show y'all the language that the Irish people spoke. Do you anybody know before I show the video?
Gaelic.
Gaelic, right? So let me show you me inside of a Barcelona University reading a Gaelic dictionary. Let me see something. Let me move this out the way. This is the language. This is me inside Barcelona University. You see that says Gaelic. This is old too. When I'm traveling, I need a vacation. I haven't had a vacation, and I don't even know about what a vacation looks like. But this is me in the Barcelona University Gaelic. I have this book too. So once you start putting this puzzle together, it starts making so much sense, people. Who sits inside of a university in another country and pull things up? Who does that in another damn country? I'm in a whole different country. Right? A whole nother country. Going through stuff for y'all. Not even that. Let me take you here for a second. Give me one second. I'm going to pull something else up for y'all, okay? How many of y'all ever heard of Kenneth McAlpine? Raise your hand. Kenneth McAlpine. Nobody's coming to save y'all. And the Negroes that you think is wanting to save you ain't going to save you. Trust me. These niggas are pimping your pockets. This is Kenneth McAlpine. Who was Kenneth McAlpine? I don't know who this person is. Keep trying to come on my feed. He might be a porno joint. I don't know. I'm going to bring him on here. So figure it out. Come to Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, go to Facebook. How the hell you only got Instagram? We're in the information age. You're supposed to have all this stuff set up. Oh, look. The most celebrated of these is Kenneth. Kenneth McAlpine is some more. Did y'all know that? How many of y'all knew that? Do you know I did a video in Philadelphia about that? If you read this book, you will understand also. 1884. Rupert Murdoch is a descendant of a Moor. Rupert Murdoch. descendant of a Moor. So it's not black people. Let me go a little further. Y'all ready? Let me pull something else out. This is when I did the video in Philadelphia. Let me pull something up. In Philadelphia. If you go, I believe I still have the video up when it was in Philadelphia, and it's a plaque that's in Philadelphia. This is the plaque right here, bro. In Philly. You see this? Where it says the Gauls, the Picts.
The Picts conquered by 750.
Okay, so you see what it says right here? Kenneth McAlpine. Hold on, let's go back to Kenneth McAlpine. Let's pull him up. So in Hollywood, they always have to make somebody. This is in Philadelphia, bro. In Philly. That's Kenneth McAlpine.
Pictish kingdom called Alba in Gaelic.
What does it show you about the Gaelic book? Just showed you the Gaelic book, didn't I? So this is a plaque in Philadelphia. In Philly. Now go look up green nigger, which they call the Irish people. Did y'all look it up online? Go look up green nigger. And see if it pops up. Green nigger. Let's go a little further. Let's show you some more. See if we can put this puzzle together. You see that? Oh man, where do you think the term Mormon come from? Y'all, Joseph Smith. Where y'all think all this stuff come from? You think this is new? No, you just don't know history. The Maori man. North was colonized. Norman Dutch. Y'all get it? Boy, they get ready to do the same thing over here, baby. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Let's find some more. So remember when I told you the word black is an Anglo-Saxon word? Remember I told you that? Look, the
I
Anglo-Saxon.
do remember that.
You see what it says up here? Oh, man, they had to erase your history. Erase all you black people's history. You don't have no history, bro. So who's going to come to your aid? Foundational Black Americans? Y'all better come
I
on
don't tell you to handle that. Better handle that.
Better handle that. The word more, once again. Now, I can go down the whole line. Told you it would take me probably 5 hours just to do this. It probably would take me 5 hours just to do this. Seriously. Let's find some more. You never seen them pull this information out. Never seen them pull this out. Let's go a little further. I'm an hour and 41 minutes in. Am I keeping your attention long? Let's go.
Severe Big Radio, brought to you by Powhatan Casino.
You stupid. They're not black people. There was no such thing as black people before the 1500s. The painted Moors. Oh, we're going to go a little further. Everybody got it? Take a picture. Last longer. I told you, pick your poison and watch how I roll with this. So this is why Dominique and all these Boyce Watkins and all these, but they're afraid to have this conversation with me. They don't want to talk to me. Y'all think it's because I don't know what I'm talking about? I do know. I'm going to set you up like a mother freaking. Let me shut up. Let's go forward. Is everybody all right? Let's go forward. In 1681, the Indians of New England, or Moors as they was also styled by the settlers, to be pronounced by William Penn to be as black as gypsies. So they used the word black after the 1500s. After. My brother said, he said, brother, we got to share this out. I'm the only ninja in TikTok. He said, look, he said, we got to, share it out on TikTok. Come to my YouTube. Hold up. He said, look, he said he's the only ninja. Look, he said we got to show that. What he say? He said we got to share this out. He on TikTok told me we got to share this one out. So come on, y'all. I'm gonna give you the YouTube. So when this is over, you can come to the YouTube and share it on YouTube. Share the YouTube channel out. Now I'm gonna give them some time. Okay, that's the channel. Hold up. That's the YouTube channel right there. All right. Sabir Bey, YouTube. Also, before 1492 and Sabir to get to. So the wild part about this particular book, right? I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from Philly. I can tell you the history. This is a Century magazine from 1883. And it also talks about as a black gypsy is signified as the gypsy of 1681 were definitely blackamoors. Damn, dude. Oh my God. Did you see that one right there, brother? Hold on, let's move this out the way. Give me 1 second. Damn.
Indians were black as gypsies.
Say that again.
Says Indians were black as gypsies.
See, people, somebody brought up Jose Pimentel Bay, right? This is the crazy part. I had Jose Pimentel Bay in California, but he still didn't know half the stuff that I know. That was kind of crazy. Jose didn't even know half the stuff I knew. That's Jose right there. That's Jose Pimentel Bay. That's KRS-One. That's my brother Jerry Bell from the Daz Band in New Birth. That's when I had Jose. This is the second time I had Jose out here to California, and I lost about $2,000 on that. $2,000. $2,000. Because a Negro tried to get me to link him to KRS-One. This is why I don't do stuff for certain people anymore. So that was the second time I had Jose out here. See, nobody's giving me thousands of dollars, brother. I'm not getting thousands of dollars. So I got to ask y'all. And actually, there's a video floating around here somewhere. I got the DVD. It's actually a DVD. It's called Othello's Children in the New World. So let me show you how far back we go, so y'all don't know.
Well, you know, I've been watching you since what, 22, 23, since we was at the foodie spot over there on Stony Island.
No doubt. Shout out to my sister shop, man. No doubt. That's Jose.
I don't know how to reverse my camera, but you know, any of the books you name, I got them sitting right here.
No, and that's why I love about it, because if I come back to Chicago, I can tell my brother, yo, you know, because I used to travel with a bunch of books. Now I just tell people to get the books. So now when you have me, I'm in a city, I can say, yo, bring that Black's Law 4th, 5th, 6th. Yo, go get that book. I can tell you. But what I love is when I go to my brother Yoel's bookstore. Oh, y'all got to check it out when I sit in Yoel's bookstore. I can grab every book in Yoel's bookstore and actually do a whole lecture on everything. Underground bookstore, y'all. Go check it out in Chi-Town. Underground bookstore.
Yes, sir. The brother has a great book collection in there. Brother Yoel. Yes, sir.
That's Jose Pimentel Bay and my son right there, Amir, that got killed. That was in 2003. That's 2003. This was a couple of years ago. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all watch people's videos. I brought people out. I got people paid. There you go, brother. Thanks a lot, because I ain't feel like getting up and getting mine. I really didn't feel like getting up and getting mine. But I actually did a video on it. I have the DVD. And a lot of stuff that I know, it was weird that I was talking to, I never forget. I was in a car with Yoel, and shout out to my brother Tahuti too. Tahuti from Chicago. Jose didn't even go to the places I went to. He didn't even know what the hell I was talking about. That was the crazy part. He didn't even know. So people think that these people, and again, he's a professor, and I love my brother, and it's crazy how much money I had to pay this brother to come to California, because it wasn't for me. It was for the masses of the people. And the video is called Othello's Children in the New World. That was the name of the video. Othello's Children in the New World. So people, some of these people like him, he can't say certain things either. Y'all don't understand. I'm fighting a lot, bro. I be fighting a lot, not the man. I be fighting with no money behind me, boy. But my brother Percy be doing, he's working on something right now. So I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother Percy too, because he's doing a lot too. He went to Spain with us and Morocco a couple of times, man. He saw some stuff too. So let me show you this again. The invading whites styled the Indians of America as redskins. There you go, right there. They still was us. But people don't want to read. I was telling my brother Hanif this. I said, Hanif, people don't want to read, bro. They don't want to read. They don't want to read. Listen, I know my worth. So you can't get me on none of these platforms without paying Sabir. Don't think you're gonna give me $100 and think you can run with $100. No, you got to pay me more than $100. That's why those sisters got mad, because I just said give me $100. They made a video, got pissed at me because hey Percy, 4 people couldn't come up with $25, and that was supposed to be a homie hookup, and they did a video talking about Sabir. You have no idea the wealth of knowledge I do have.
That's crazy.
That was crazy, wasn't it? None of them could put a price on what I know, because when you put me in a room with any of these people that you watch on social media, trust me. There you go, my Jarrell. Come on the feed, because Jarrell saw the video too. He saw that video. That was crazy. And people would sit and say, well, Sabir, nigga, because I can. You don't work for free. Never do anything you are not good at for free. Know your worth. That's why I said 1 or 2 people can mess it up for all of y'all. 1 or 2 people can mess it up. And they'll make up all kinds of crazy stuff but never come to my face, because there's nothing egotistical. I can be egotistical if I choose to. My brother Yusef, no. Yusef, where did you meet me at when we was there? Did I say don't come, or did you come, and how was it? Shout out to my sister.
You know, I can't remember where I met you first. Maybe underground. We went downtown. We went looking for the vegetarian spots. I think we was with Kush Day and his cousin.
No, I'm talking when we went to the restaurant, when you pulled up at the restaurant. Foodies.
Yeah. You know, I came through anyway. I'm coming through.
That's my sister, man. I love that sister, man. You know, she be doing it, brother. She's from Haiti too. She's in the Nation of Islam, but she's from Ayati. She's from Ayati.
And for me, that's the old neighborhood. I was a student at Muhammad University back in the 90s.
No doubt. And people get mad at you because they can't just pull up on you or call you when they feel like calling you. You follow me? That's why they piss. Because I will cut you off in a heartbeat, bro. You add nothing to me. You don't give me anything. But pain in my head, that's about it. I mean, I got a bullet in my head. But anyway. So let's move forward, y'all. So understand that.
You know, that's what I can say about all y'all brethren, because I started messing with y'all about 4 years ago, you know, meeting you up at the underground, meeting you up with Yoel, meeting you up at the foodie spot, and Kush and his cousin and other brothers in the movement, and from different aspects, and everybody seemed a little serious and a little, you know, militant to me. If they wasn't serious and militant, they seemed a little jerkish. Even you came off a little jerkish to me, you know. But after being in this walk for the last 3 years, it's like, look, man, I get it.
Let me tell you something. I've been tried and tested, brother, because when you've been burnt by your own people, I'm gonna be real with you. And
all I can think of is the quote, they kill their prophets.
I was going to say something, brother. Like, listen, I done been in rooms that we used to have to shoot our way out of rooms and jump out windows. And when you start seeing that in the conscious community, it's kind of crazy. It's the same thing with Kush. I love my brother. Kush is the same way too. Like, these niggas that take it somewhere else, and it's like the way they are. I don't forget nobody, and I'll say where I got my information from. If y'all even watch Kush, everything that Kush does, he does it the way I do it. If y'all pay attention, am I lying, Marcus? From the yellow mark, am I lying?
Nope.
Sunglasses to highlight.
Hey, I picked up the yellow marking too. I do that. I got that from you.
And see, you said it, but they won't say it. This is what I mean by people not being real with themselves. But when real people, and this is why I say humble yourself, because when you really like like somebody want to come at you, bro. And I was telling my brother, Hanif, shout out to Hanif Shabazz again from All Them DVDs. He was asking about the books that I do. And I said the difference is when I'm doing these books, these little lesson books, most people use AI to do certain things. And Percy can tell you this. Most people, and Percy know how I'm against AI. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But I'm analog sometimes, man. But I'm learning. It's a learning tool, right? So when you're doing these things, right, somebody going to test your skills to see if it's true. Somebody's going to test you. You know how you test a nigga chin? We used to have this thing called test a nigga chin to see how weak it is. So somebody's going to test you if you really know what you are talking about. And if your stuff is not right and exact, sometimes you got to go in and edit, look at it, watch it, say, okay, is this legit? Because if you just depend on AI for information, it's not 100%. It's not. You got to understand this. So I look at people who pull stuff off of those types of things and be like, yo, man, it's legit. And then when somebody who really did research, who really read books, these niggas going to go in or travel the world. They're going to question you on everything. Everything. So I had the pleasure of going and being in Mexico, the pleasure of being in Turkey, the pleasure of being in Spain, Morocco, Tunis, France, you name it. Not Paris, though. I would never go to that Paris.
It makes you feel like you don't know as much as you thought you knew when you hear the real truth from other places. Because over here they disguise the truth so much, you just don't know what the truth is, so you go find out for yourself.
Yeah, Teddy Pendergrass said that in his song. It's a song called Somebody Told Me to Deliver This Message. And if you listen to that song, he's telling you, like, we don't know who to trust. We don't know because people we making these things up, and people are playing
nobody. That's who. Look it up yourself. Trust nobody.
And that's what I tell people. Everything that I tell people look up, guarantee you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Look it up yourself. Damn right.
And everything. This is the weird part about me. It's books that y'all will never probably see because I would never show y'all. Certain people know, like Marcus, Percy. Like if you know me personally, I shared certain books with certain people that y'all, I ain't seen not one of these conscious people pull up yet. Not one. I got about probably 40 books that y'all probably would never see, maybe more. Seriously, none of these conscious cats ever pulled up. And when I pull them up, that's when people are going to start saying I'm going to get them. But a lot of these books are expensive. But let me show you this one book that I broke with my brother. He charged me $300. You're welcome. I was trying to get it for cheaper though, but
you know, and I'm upset about it because I don't think he has one other copy and he not letting it go. He
yo, he don't be playing.
Definitely don't let it go.
Damn, the brother not letting it go.
Yo, you know how I had to fight Yoel to get this damn book? Like I was upstairs in his house, right? This nigga got a coffee table, look like it's a bookcase. It's like, nigga, it's like it's books holding up the table, nigga. I'm like, I'm sitting here like, you know, it's weird. When I go in places, number one, when I walk into a place, right, because I have a vision of movies, I will map out how I would do something. I was at City College, Long Beach City College, the last Thursday. Shout out to my old producer Van.
Gotta have your exit plan ready. Always have an exit plan.
Yo, let me tell you, I go inside the college, right? Because I'm gonna start doing podcasts and filming there, right? So I'm in there and I'm looking at the students while I'm sitting in the back. I'm in the back of the room, and they got all these TVs up there. I don't know if y'all did you see it, Marcus? Jarrell?
Yeah, I think when you was there.
So I'm looking at the TV screen. So at the same time, I'm looking at all the people in the room. You had people from Eritrea, in Ethiopia, had people from Haiti that was in there, had Mexicans, all these people in the room. So I'm just looking at people.
All kinds of people.
Wasn't all, and I'm sitting here like watching the mock trial that they were doing. I'm talking, but I didn't want to interfere. I was like, I don't want to say nothing. But I said, no, I wouldn't have said that. No, this is how you got to say that. I'm sitting there, right? So when my old manager, Van, goes to the front, he's telling a story about me. Then he told a story about Stevie Wonder, right? And he said, yeah. He said, let me tell you how cool Sabir is with Stevie Wonder. He said, we sitting in a restaurant in LA, and Sabir's on the phone with somebody. He said, and a black Jeep pulls up, but Stevie do have a black Jeep. He ain't driving though. So the driver opens up the door. So he's telling the class the whole story. Y'all go back and watch it. He said Sabir is on the phone with Stevie as Stevie walking inside the restaurant. This is how crazy it was, right? So he was talking about how even when I had the show at LA Talk Live, I had the hottest show at LA Talk Live. But he only brought me there so I can talk to the interns that will be interning with me. That's how crazy it was. And I when they was asking me questions, I said every last one of y'all y'all are celebrities. Period. All of y'all are celebrities. I said if you have a camera and you live in California, you can get in a lot of places, B.
Hey, you a celebrity too, Sabir. They just don't know it yet. How big you is, bro.
I'm just me, brother.
That's all you can be. That's all you can. Look, just teaching lessons, man. That's all we can do. Hey, shout out, brother Joel. But is that Joel from Hawaii? Is that my brother from Hawaii?
Yeah, peace, brother. How you doing?
Peace, brother, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
get to come on as much as I used to, man. But much love, man. Peace and love to everybody, bro.
Yeah, same to you, bro.
And this is the thing. I told them that they are celebrities. I don't boast about those things. I would like every last one of y'all a celebrity, even on this feed, because the purpose, the meaning of celebrity, it means that you celebrate, and we celebrate life every day. That's all celebrity means.
Yeah, they don't give you flowers enough, Sabir, man. Like you got introduced to me. Like I don't want to take over your feed, but I was in a restaurant one day. It was a breakfast spot, and it was an older cat, and he he needed help on his cell phone. And he was like, "Hey, like, come here, brother. I want to show you something." I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Oh, like, what's up? You need some help?" He was like, "No, have you ever heard of this guy right here?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." And it was a Sabir Bay episode, and he was telling me about a book, and I was like, "Books?" I'm like, "Man, I'm a white. Like, I don't even read books like that." You know, like I don't even read books, but like it was. I followed you, and I kept up on your feed, and one day it was a title that caught my attention one day, and I was like, "Let me go and see what he's talking about." And you were introducing stuff about the Congo and stuff about Carter G. Woodson. You was like, "Don't believe me, like look it up." So I started looking it up, and it led me down this rabbit hole of an enlightenment. And that enlightenment led me to live a better life, to give my kids a better life, my family a better life, and to live in like health. Like your health is your wealth. Make your life better, make your family lives better. And not only have you made my life better, brother, but you've made my family's life better on just doing what you do and coming on this live and spreading knowledge and making people listen to it yourself. So I want to give you your roses, brother, while you're still here and while you're still alive, to say thank you. And I appreciate everything you've done for the people and continue spreading the knowledge. And that's what we all can do, is spread knowledge, because if one day our people are going to get above this, hopefully, but the only way we're going to get there is by spreading knowledge. And that's what everybody's like, what's the end game? The end game is spread knowledge. I want my kids to know this stuff. My grandkids to know who I am, where they come from, their history, like where stuff come from, the Egyptian history, the analogy of where the rivers and everything comes from. Like, you got to spread this knowledge, because if you don't, it's going to get lost, because they want you to lose it.
And it's happening, and I'm watching it. My brother Mel, now I don't mean to cut you with it. My brother Mel Jackson, the actor, he said to me, he said, all you can do, Sabir, is to be of service to people. Every time I'm hearing that word, my brother Mel says that, and I can hear him saying that to me now. If y'all don't know who Mel Jackson is, go watch Deliver Us from Eva, Living Single, Little Richard Story. That was my brother Mel. Every time I talk to this brother, and I know his position and where he's at and how he can't say what I say, but he says all the time to me, all you can do is be of service. And one thing that Karis once said, that if you be of service to people, the people should be of service to you. You shouldn't even have to ask nobody. That's what Karis one would always say.
And what's crazy, the bigger your platform, the less you can say. Like, these people know, like, this information is not new. This information has been known for hundreds and thousands of years, but like they shun you when you spread it. Like, get on live and say like who were the original Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, Hebrews and the original Israelites. Like they will shun you. Like, boy, you put them Jews on the spot, they'll get rid of you quick. But I commend you for not being scared of it, because a lot of brothers are scared to say it, and they should, because if they do, they'll lose their bag.
Oh no,
and niggas don't want to lose the bag.
No doubt. Percy, listen, y'all have no idea the journeys that Percy just started going overseas with me, right? I've been going over there for the longest by myself. If I can just walk away from here, right, and let Percy's build with y'all for 45 minutes, I swear to God, he will tell y'all some shit that'll make your head be like, nigga, what? Like, his experience. Because stuff that y'all hear other people say about these places, he witnessed it. He witnessed it. And he did stuff. Like the way his brain triggers, the way Percy like just to see things, he would take something and create it from something that he saw. You follow this video? This is the way he works. And that's what you want to put. And that's what true education is, brother. Edu means to draw out what's in you.
Yeah.
Edu.
Like go to Spain, go to Granada and see like the history of our people and see what like there was a kingdom of people like, but before I met you, I didn't know that. Like it gives you power. There was a kingdom of people like us.
It give you
kingdoms. Generations of people that led the, you know what I'm saying? That led the way in technology and everything. Like go to the Congo. So many people's arms got cut off because of certain people's doings. And like and they don't want to talk. They want to talk about genocide. Talk about genocide. Talk about what they did in the Congo by chopping people's arms off and the millions of people they killed you just to get rubber.
So
rubber.
All this is what kills me when you have Tariq Nasheed and I'm saying what he's saying.
They don't know. But they know, but they spread lies in order to keep their platform.
I know that, but this is the thing, brother. If it wasn't for the Cotan that comes, Tariq would not have an Apple or Apple phone, Apple computer, none of that. No flat screen TVs, but you're calling people tethers. If this is the whole thing of taking the kings out the Congo. They was taking the King Kong, take the king out the Congo.
Culture vultures.
How the hell you gonna call these people tethers, bruh? And this is why I say I lost all respect for Dr. Kaba. How Kaba's gonna still film with someone called Africans tethers, flies in their eyes? I don't respect that, bruh. And this is what we do.
From the richest country in the world, the only country that needs no outside help, oil, gold, all the natural resources you ever need in one country. But y'all was here first, nah.
And we cheerleading.
Yeah, Columbus Day. Y'all got here first. Nah. How you think they learn how to sail? From the Moors. By mapping the stars. Like, look this information up. This stuff wasn't taught yesterday. This stuff wasn't made up yesterday. You can go look it, you can investigate, go look it up. Don't believe me, don't believe Sabir Bey, look it up for yourself. Because I promise you, the deeper you ask Rockefeller and them what they found when they went to Egypt. When they kept digging deeper and deeper, looking for their people. And the farther you dug, the further you realized that y'all had nothing to do with this.
Let me quote something. I paid $300 for this book. I was trying to get it for $200, but Yoel wasn't going for it. Right? This book, don't get the cheap one. This is a lot of pages. Y'all, I know y'all probably get the cheap one. It's different. It's half of this motherfucker. Carter G. Woodson in his book said most historians know nothing about Africa prior to their enslavement. He said most scholars know practically nothing about Africa prior to their enslavement. And there has been little systematic effort to study them. That's what he said. I'm going to say this again. Because
they want to keep you from studying. Because the further you dig, the more you're going to realize how much impact and how much influence that we had on everything. The first universities, the first colleges, the idea of passing knowledge down come from us.
Look at somebody said, what are you trying to fund? We already did a movie, but how about this part? I wanted to go to Portugal just to do this. I asked everybody if there was a drop a couple of thousand. I would have went there. Let me see something. I'm gonna pull this up for you.
Said, what do you want? You're funding knowledge. Like it's the passing of knowledge. It doesn't matter who's passing it. It matters if somebody's giving it. Because I tell you what, when your kids go to school, they're not giving this knowledge.
Oh no,
Black History Month, they want to put us in 28 days. They're not giving none of this knowledge. The farthest they're gonna give you is slavery.
Let me tell you,
I promise you, brother, we was here long before slavery.
I posted a post and it was about a Yoruba teacher, Yoruba or Igbo, one of the two tribes. He was a Yoruba teacher and he didn't know that his people had developed this high level mathematics. And he was astonished to find out that his people had learned, developed these high level mathematics. How does he not know, coming from the tribe XYZ? And the woman responded to him with, "You've been educated in European institutions."
Exactly. I seen it. Let me tell you something. Let me share this.
And that knowledge gives you power, and they want to keep that power away from you.
Let me address something, brother. They say some of them do act some kind of way towards us. We act a certain way towards each other, even in this conscious community. They hate me and can't even tell why they hate me.
Racist towards each other. I said black on black hate, black on black. You know what I'm saying? Like hate against each other.
I gotta say this because the young brother just got killed in Philadelphia. He was a voice of the youth. Voice of the youth. Now, this is what black people say.
I did see that. A
see,
rapper, like he always rapping positive stuff.
Bro,
I did see that.
I didn't know him personally, but I'm from Philadelphia. He's from North Philly. So over a chain. So when niggas sit up here and talk about, whoa, they hate they don't, it's not because they don't like, because they know the history. They can't say what you want them to say, right? Because they will be deported. You are the ones that's scared to have Sabir Bey talking on certain platforms. How about that part? And I don't even teach hate. So when I hear people say that when my son got killed, it wasn't by a white person. It was by my people. And you know the crazy, I'm seeing niggas get shot. They shot one dude in Philadelphia with 3 different guns over 100 times, stood over top of this nigga. So who hates who? Ain't one European, it's not one foreigner that you call foreigner shooting our people down in the street. So what do you say?
They hate you before you love you. They hate you before you love. They love you.
We sit up here and say they're foundational black Americans, but you don't talk about the foundational black Americans that's killing each other. That's why you didn't hear Tariq Nasheed talk about it. That's why you didn't hear Umar Johnson talk about it, even though Umar Johnson is from Philadelphia. And that just happened on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day, a brother lost his life. So imagine
Umar's an opportunist, brother. He speaks on what he thinks is gonna get him views and get him clicks.
And that's why
And his school that he ain't got open yet.
But this is why, brother, they put them on the Breakfast Club. They put them on the Breakfast Club because they know it's a joke. I just sat back, and you can go right now and see, did Umar Johnson speak on that young brother? Did Tariq speak on that young brother? I bet you they didn't. Think about it.
But like I said, like I'm always down for spreading back like black love and black power, but a little bit of knowledge is dangerous.
It's very dangerous, brother.
A little bit of knowledge is dangerous.
It's very dangerous, right? So people always come and say, we got to come together. We got to sing Kumbaya. No, this guy right here is who you don't want to sit in the room with. So this is what I was going to do since the brother asked the question. How about you drop? I would, if somebody dropped me 3 or 4 grand, I would take Percy and Karen with me. We'll all go here. I told people what they could have did. I would pay for their flight if somebody dropped me a couple of grand, right? But it's not enough lives. So let me show you what's going to go down. This is the 22nd. Let me show you what's going to happen on the 20th.
Festival, or the Festival Islamico, in the charming Portuguese town of Mertola. This is a cultural event that celebrates Islamic customs and heritage. Mertola is a town in the Alentejo region in southern Portugal that has a rich Islamic history, with remnants of its Moorish past visible in its architecture and traditions. The festival showcases the historical and cultural significance of Islamic heritage in Mertola and the wider region. It typically takes place over a few days. This year, the event will be held between May 22nd and May 25th and includes various activities and attractions. You can expect traditional music, dance performances, art exhibitions, handicraft markets, souks, and cultural food inspired by Islamic traditions. This is a very special event that should not be missed if you're in Portugal. Definitely go and make sure to follow me for more insider tips on Portugal. Did you know that every 2 years, Portugal holds an Islamic festival, or the Festival Islamico, in the charming Portuguese town of Mertola? This is a cultural event that celebrates Islamic customs and heritage. Mertola is a town in the Alentejo region in southern Portugal that has a rich Islamic history, with remnants of its Moorish past visible in its architecture and traditions. The festival showcases the historical and cultural significance of Islamic heritage in Mertola and the wider region. It typically takes place over a few days. This year, the event will be held between May 22nd and May 25th and includes various activities and attractions. You can expect traditional music, dance performances, art exhibitions, handicraft markets, souks, and cultural food inspired by Islamic traditions.
I wish I could just jump on a plane like that and just go there. You know, for me to fly back on the East Coast, brother, it cost me $500 or $600 one way. Imagine if I can just get people like the Europeans do to finance certain things. I'm gonna kick out to tell you, man, our people is full of doo-doo, bro. And they think I'll be talking about, no, I call a spade, brother. I call our people for what it is, because you don't support real people. So don't keep asking me what you wanted, what project, because I got a lot of projects already out. Get them. So let me show you. I just came back from Portugal, right? I was in November. I just came back from Portugal, right? Let me show you. You see, that's Portugal right there. It's called, look that place up, Central Cabo Verde. And in my hand, I'm holding the book West African in Portugal in my hand. People always want to say what you want to finance, but not
the Portuguese in West Africa.
Yeah, Portuguese in West Africa book. Where's my book at? It's oh, matter of fact, here it is right here. I'm gonna show you. Right? So people don't want to have this conversation with me, right? Here you go, right here. Let me show you the book.
But if you don't feel like getting up, you know I have it.
Here it is right here. That's the book that you see in my hand. That's the book right here. Right. So as
Yeah,
here,
I have that one too.
let me show you how crazy this. The history is real.
Oh man, reading that book right there will have you so mad.
Yes, it would.
Like so mad. Like if you're not prepared, don't read that book. I can suggest a few other books before you read that. You need to get yourself mentally prepared before you read that book, because when they came there, man, everything changed.
Here it is right here, bro. Look, the 7 castles which I was at, conquered from the Moors.
Yeah.
That's in Portugal. But people talk about what you need to finance, Sabir. You ain't ready to put up no money. And if you was, you wouldn't be talking. You'd be going there right now and say, brother, what you need to get done. That's why I don't rock with people who talk. I'm from Philadelphia. Show me. Here's the 7 castles right there. I went to a bunch of these castles right here. You see the Moorish head right there that I'm pointing to? That's in Portugal. So if you don't know that history, right, you done. You would think about this conversation.
Hey, tell after 1492, a whole lot of stuff changed. Pay attention.
Changed, brother. A lot.
Pay attention to them dates, man. Like them dates, like that date appears a lot in a lot of books, and how they try to change everything for that Pacific time. Like look up them dates, man. Add them dates up and research your history, because they gonna try to bamboozle you.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're gonna try to bamboozle you.
We're gonna use our own people to do it. You know why? Because niggas.
Yeah, of course they always have. I said they're gonna send somebody that looks like you every time. That looks like you.
But they're not gonna send a European no more. They ain't have to.
No.
European. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody said, "How does me not knowing my status in law hurts me?" I don't even know what you mean by that. Y'all want to do a one-on-one? Y'all can do.
What you mean your status? What type of status? What type of status do you want to know?
Listen, let them contact me and do a one-on-one with me. How about that part? Do a one-on-one with me.
Sign up for the class.
Yeah, tell them sign up for the class. Tell them pay them one.
Class, baby. So let me play this sister right here. Let me help y'all out. I'm almost finished. Let's play her.
African people were there, on the land, in the kitchen, in the healing. Their traditions are in the medicine, even if history tried to erase them. During the transatlantic slave trade, Africans were brought over to Mexico starting in the early 1500s, especially in places like Veracruz, Oaxaca, and Guerrero. By the 1600s, there were more Africans than Spanish in some regions.
What?
They didn't just bring labor, they brought spiritual and healing traditions, blending with indigenous medicine and Catholic ritual. Limpias with eggs, spiritual baths, smoke rituals.
That sound almost
familiar? Right? That is hoodoo.
And they wonder why we all get along. There's a reason why we get along with them people.
Different lands with a shared lineage. All use prayer, plants, saints, and spirit. All masked their roots behind Catholicism because colonizers feared what they couldn't control. But Mexico wanted to be mestizo, indigenous and Spanish only. So the African part got buried, forgotten, but it's still there in the drum beats, in the healing hands, and the stories passed down the coast of Oaxaca and Guerrero. Curanderismo is not only indigenous and Spanish, it is shaped by African memory. Reclaiming that part of the story honors the medicine in its wholeness. It reminds us that our healing traditions are deeply connected, woven across continents, carried through resistance, and still alive today. Ashe.
Now, remember when Nas said this song, niggas fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer? That's just the theory of man. Y'all remember that piece with Nas? Niggas fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer, right? So send this to him, to Tariq. Let's have this lineage conversation. I'm gonna play this one more time for y'all. All right, let's go.
They told us Mexican folk healing was only indigenous and Spanish, but you can't talk about curanderismo without talking about Africa. African people were there, on the land, in the kitchen, in the healing. Their traditions are in the medicine, even if history tried to erase them. During the transatlantic slave trade, Africans were brought over to Mexico starting in the early 1500s, especially in places like Veracruz, Oaxaca, and Guerrero. By the 1600s, there were more Africans than Spanish in some regions. They didn't just bring labor, they brought spiritual and healing traditions, blending with indigenous medicine and Catholic ritual. Limpias with eggs, spiritual baths, smoke rituals. Sound familiar? That is hoodoo. That is santeria. That is curanderismo. Different lands with a shared lineage. All use prayer, plants, saints, and spirit. All masked their roots behind Catholicism because colonizers feared what they couldn't control. But Mexico wanted to be mestizo, indigenous and Spanish only. So the African part got buried, forgotten, but it's still there in the drum beats, in the healing hands, in the stories passed down the coast of Oaxaca and Guerrero. Curanderismo is not only indigenous and Spanish, it is shaped by African memory. Reclaiming that part of the story honors the medicine in its wholeness. It reminds us that our healing traditions are deeply connected, woven across continents, carried through resistance, and still alive today. Ashe.
This is crazy, right? So let
See,
me show
my only argument with that is I believe that that's a pre-colonial African presence in the Americas and coexistence, a lineage that's pre-colonial and not post-colonial due to slavery only.
Well,
That's what I think is a part of the propaganda push.
this is the thing. Unless you did the research, and I tell people this a lot, unless you yourself, I was in Mexico. I did a book on it. How many of y'all got that book? Didn't I do Gerald, you got that book, brother? The Moorish and Indian the Moorish and Mexican connection.
No, I don't have that one.
Damn, I gotta send that to you too. God damn, dude. So when people speak on things, right? I was in Mexico. I was there. And this thing, that's why I said there's certain things that I choose not to speak on. Why should I? I don't get paid for that. But let me just show you something. Well, everything gotta be paid because why not? I have children, I have responsibilities. Don't y'all? If I take my time out and do what I gotta do, it's my time, right? So I did a book on it. Here it is right here. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. Where the hell I do with the book? It's Moors and Mexicans. I need to send you that book too. But let me see if I can find it. Here it is right here. So this is the book I did. I don't know who this is trying to come on the feed. Give me 1 second. Here's the book. So here it is right here. That's me in Mexico. That's the book I did. I don't have to tell you everything that went down there because there's some videos online that I was there, right? And the conversation was crazy. We talked about Montezuma. We spoke about a lot of things. So I like to show and tell. You see how that works? The show and tell. So when I was there, and then Percy and I went to go see this. Y'all ready? Remember what she said about the Mexicans, right? And y'all didn't even know about this. You know there was Negroes that founded California? Did y'all know that? Let me see if I can pull this one up.
Yeah, I was aware of that.
Yeah, my feed it cut out, bro. My bad. I was trying to say, Ivan Van Sertima had wrote a book. They were here before us.
But I got it. It's right there. But see, we always reading the books when you have people right now that was in these places. I was there.
Yeah.
You follow me? Look, let me show you. Percy was down there. How many people live in California didn't even know that? Look at that. Read that on the wall. These are children that did this. More than half was African descent. This a Percy, tell them where this was at in LA.
In a little subway station.
Right down the street from Universal Studios. But everybody don't go get on subs. This is right in Universal Studios. We literally paid, right, to go down to the subway system and just for this. And I was taking them down there. We paid. Literally paid to get on.
You want to know what's crazy? So what was this? I say Friday. So I was on an Indian reservation with one of the like the chief's sons, and his wife is Apache, and we just was talking, and she was like, she was talking about Morse code, and I was like, yeah, it was just the name of it was kind of like, I was like, hold up, like, have you ever heard of the Moors? And she was like, no. Like, it was crazy because like just the stuff that they were saying, I'm like you guys are you're like us. They're what I seen, there's really no difference. Like as far as like what the government did to them and just everything from just having conversation with. But then like they were kind of cut off from that knowing about the Moors. I'm not sure like why, But I found that part interesting, like how they have the same traditions, but they don't know about the Moors.
Well,
It's rare, bro. Like the stuff that we know, man, is rare, and like a lot of people don't know about it. That's why we need to share it out and spread the word, because like this history will get lost, and like the more that we don't be scared to share it, and they be like, oh, we're gonna get cut off for saying this, get cut off for saying that. It's a reason why they don't want you to know this knowledge,
because once you get it, brother, it's a wrap. So
they once we forget it's a wrap. I was like, man, it's so many young kids and so many, like, they're just growing up with this TikTok era and this on a phone era, and they just so locked in and just trying to go to college and get a degree. Like, I have a son that's in college now, and I'm trying to get him to get a degree so he can get a better job. But I still teach him them lessons like, hey, listen, we're doing this for a reason. I want my family to be better. I want you to have a better legacy than what I grew up in and what I grew up as, because I didn't know this stuff. But you have an advantage now. You know it, and you get to come through and have it and get these same type of knowledge. That way you can spread it to your kids, and maybe one day we can get to a place where we can get back on top to where we need to be. Because as long as we keep letting them do what they're doing right now, we're going to stay in the same place we are right now. And that's under their heel, under their boot, in the same place they want us to be, just talking and sharing it on TikTok or YouTube or wherever we sharing it, because this type of knowledge is rare.
It's very rare, and this is it right here. Like, look at it. Most don't even know that Pio Pico was a Moor. It's right here. He's descended. He's the governor of California. He was a descendant of an African. Now it's in Spanish and it's also in English, but it was done by grade children. What person is going to these places showing you the connection? I can walk y'all through the whole history. And how they did it, they had to erase your history by calling you black. So this is not an easy task.
By calling you, giving you a color code, not knowing that nobody's black. That's not a race. Show me what country black is from.
That's why they play our people.
Moors are from Moor. You know what I'm saying? Moors descendants.
That term African descent is a throw off also.
Yeah, they don't even like African descent no more. Like I'm of African American descent or a certain thing. Like they don't even like that. Like you can't even, like, you have to struggle to put that on your birth certificate or to get that right, or to get that bay on the end of your name. Like, it's a struggle. They don't want you to have it.
No, and that's why I said the only thing they fight, y'all, they don't fight Black Lives Matter. They're not fighting foundational Black American. The thing they're fighting is you being the Moor.
Black Lives Matter is a joke.
Period. They're fighting the Moorish piece, bro. That's what it is. And a lot of these black scholars are involved in it. But let me let you hear her too. Listen to her. Listen to this.
You know what? They blocking black from every nationality.
For a minute, mute your mic for a minute. I want y'all to hear this. Okay? Listen to what she said. And this is honest to God truth about Christianity. Listen up.
Intervening in global issues to protect its own political and economic interests. That includes knocking over democratically elected governments, funding military coups, supporting dictators, destabilizing local economies, and extracting resources from these same exploited places. They just tied it up in a bow and called it foreign policy. Christianity became a core part of colonial strategy. In Africa, missionaries paved the way for empires by preaching obedience and framing colonizers as civilized, whereas the rest of people who were brown and black were seen as uncivilized. In the Caribbean, Christianity was forced onto our peoples to erase their ancestral religions, and those who resisted were labeled demonic. So think about why we call things like voodoo and
you couldn't own slaves if you owned a Christian.
Were brutalized, displaced, and reprogrammed through
Christian black
boarding
code,
schools, which were often funded by churches and governments. The United States wasn't separate from this. Founding fathers like Thomas Jefferson quoted scripture to rationalize slavery. In his notes on the state of Virginia, which I have studied extensively over the last couple of years, Jefferson called black people inferior in body and mind, and Christian rhetoric was often used to back it up, like the false teaching that dark skin was a curse and that the African people were descended from Ham and
couldn't own slaves if you weren't a Christian.
These
If you
ideas
didn't teach your
became
slaves
mainstream
Christianity, you
and
couldn't own it.
essentially made hate and exploitation and bigotry feel holy, and they also took Jesus's name and built the belief that God was on their side. We're still living in systems shaped by that theology in our laws, in our schools. Christianity has always been a tool of Western empires. He would have been seen as a socialist in modern times because he was a radical activist that was seeking to overthrow the ancient government because they were exploiting people with extensive taxes, punishments, and things like that. So think about what that reminds you of. When people ask why certain countries are so unstable, especially in Latin America, the Caribbean, and parts of Africa, they usually ignore the most important part of the answer, which is the way that the United States and Christianity played a role in making it that way. The US has a long, violent history of intervening in global issues to protect its own political and economic interests. That includes knocking over democratically.
See, this is me. I would never tell my child to go to college. This is the weird part, y'all. See, this is the thing. I don't subscribe to none of that. I'm not going to tell them to go to get it. I'm going to tell them to create the job. Create a job. Everything is in them. My son don't work for nobody. This is the key. Listen, everybody has that ability. Because you thinking that Mortal Technique has a song, right? And he says in the song, every time you think you're going to go into the system and change the system winds up changing you. See, I'm not afraid to tell the truth. And this is why I don't get paid the way I should get paid. Yeah, if y'all noticed that. But I can tell you this, I was in Morocco. But watch this. But you not being taught this? Let's go.
Know that Islam has always been a part of America's story. The first nation to recognize my country was Morocco.
What?
In signing the Treaty of Tripoli in 1796, our second
But
president.
this information goes over their heads, bro. It goes over their heads.
It doesn't matter. Why are we allowing our children to go into their schools and not teaching them this? Why are we even allowing them to go in there? Take it. Let this run through.
And since our founding,
let it run through for a minute.
American Muslims have enriched the United States. They have fought in our wars. They have served in our government. They have stood for civil rights. They have started businesses. They have taught at our universities. They've excelled in our sports arenas. They've won Nobel Prizes, built our tallest building, and lit the Olympic torch. And when the first Muslim American was recently elected to Congress, he took the oath to defend our Constitution using the same Holy Quran that one of our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, kept in his personal library.
I was there. Percy was there too. He could tell you. Wasn't we at this place? Percy took a picture of Barack Obama sitting there in the place called the Litigation in Spain, in Morocco. We in Morocco, and I'm there. And the treaties was on the wall. Am I lying, Percy? The treaties was on the wall. But you don't want to hear this. But yet you want to push your child in here. Let me see if I can find it. Picture, Percy.
But we've been genetically trained to do this. Like,
hold on, this is the place right here. I'm gonna show you the place. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you the place that we was in. And I wish, like I said, I wish I could really get somebody to finance so I could really do more filming like this. That's the place right there in Tangiers. That's the spot. The treaty is in there also. Barack Obama is in there also too. He's in there. So the place that we was walking through is right here. I'm gonna show you. Give me 1 minute. Y'all can look it up online. As soon as I show it to you. That's where Barack Obama was walking at. You think he don't know? You think these people from other countries, that's why they don't talk to you. Because you keep calling yourself a slave. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you.
You've been genetically trained to think that way.
This is the spot right there I was at.
Man, you've been genetically trained, like years and years of genetics have trained you to think that way. I sent my son to college. You know, like I wanted him to be to get a better job and do this and do that and not knowing like will he have a better like a job? Yes, but I mean, like, you're still going into a white man's workforce they're taking away the DEI and diversity, inclusion. They're taking away all that stuff to get rid of jobs to where you can't even get in that. Like, they're gonna get back to who you know. It used to be who you know. And it was like, okay, we including people. They taking it away now. Like, man, somebody up there is taking away everything they love.
Nobody can take nothing from you. Let me explain this to you, brother. Let me explain this. KRS-One is a prime example of how he is. I remember we was in New York recently. I think it was last year. KRS-One spoke at Brooklyn Museum, if y'all remember, to a bunch of college students. Let me tell you what
I seen it on YouTube. Yeah, I seen the speech.
Talking. Let me explain to people how this go. I need you to listen to me. He said, I was a homeless person sleeping down the street, right down the street from here. This is what he said. He said, I never even went to college. I dropped out of school. But the college is paying me. The college is paying somebody that didn't go to college 30, 40, 50,000 to come speak. Listen, somebody didn't go to college. Everything we're looking for is already in us. That's what education is. I would rather, real rap, I would rather take my child. If you spending $30, $40, $50,000, right? Just need you to think about this for 1 second. I don't know how much tuition is. I need y'all to follow me. Why would I spend that to go into debt, right? Instead of taking my child that I can take $40,000, $50,000 and stay overseas for like 6 months to a year and do what? Learn a language. Listen to me. Learn culture. Do you know that most deaf children, it was crazy when I was in Spain? I felt stupid than a motherfucker, bro. I missed my flight and I'm at Yasim's house, Most Def's house. And his daughter took the phone. I think at the time, she was probably 17, 18, something like that. She took the phone and was talking to, because when you overseas, they speak in Spanish. I don't care which way, they're going to speak their language, right? So she on the phone spitting like she's
Because
like,
one thing I will tell you while Siberia's loading up is like when you're traveling. Because man, when I was in the military, I was stationed in Germany for 2 years, and it helps when you learn the language. It makes it a
yeah,
whole lot easier to get around. It makes it people can conversate and you can find things out.
Because
now
when you
can
speak
speak to
English,
them in
they
their own
put you in a
language.
boat. Yeah, they put you in a boat with everybody else. That them same ignorant ass, I hate to call them ignorant ass niggas. That you know what I'm saying, like, but they put you in the same boat as everybody else, and they don't know your culture as you are. So when you're just speaking English and you don't know another language, they put you in the same boat and they'll take advantage of you. That's why I was like when Sabir travels, I'll be like, man, I'll be waiting on Sabir to get abducted. I'll be like, Sabir gonna get kidnapped one day. He be in these strange places, but he's always straight because he's cultured. You have to be cultured to be in these places and be able to hang and be able to talk with these people. Because if not, then you don't get lost in translation.
Percy,
And they're not gonna respect you.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me, right?
Yeah, now we do. Yeah,
you back.
So I don't know what happened, but I was talking the whole time. I was talking about when I was in Spain with Most Def, and his daughter took the phone from me and she was spitting to the lady that I was dealing with at the airport. She was spitting in Spanish. I was like, I looked at her like, she knows Spanish like that? Like, it was crazy. I'm sitting in his house and she takes the phone and she just started spitting in Spanish, bro. And I'm like, huh? Like, what the hell? Like, I felt embarrassed being grown and didn't understand the language. So I would say take the money that you're going to have your child go into debt for. Stay somewhere for 6 months. Rent a place. It ain't, and the person can tell you this, it's not expensive to go rent something in Spain or Portugal. It's way cheaper here. The difference is even when you in hotels over there, they don't ask for incidentals like they do here. Niggas, they be wanting $50, $100 a day for incidentals. So incidentals is like extra in case you mess something up. They don't even ask for that. You can rent a spot over there. Have your child literally go from country to country to country to country while you're there learning culture. That is the best education that you can give your child. Best education you can give them. Best. I wish I had it. I'm putting it out in the ethers that I can get it. Somebody said Obama MK Ultra. How you know you're not an MK Ultra?
Yeah, I said my son goes to HBCU, which was Norfolk State University, and he has an academic scholarship. So I haven't had to pay much of nothing. I've had to pay, I think, $600 for room and board for a couple of years. But he still has this knowledge, and he still is going to graduate with a degree in technology, computer technology, something like that. It's something to do with technology, but I want him to have that, so that way he has a head up on what he's getting into. Because like a lot of times, man, like you're already down, you're already losing when you get into these fields, and I want you to have a head up, so you already know what you're going into. You already know, but I still want you to have a head up. Go get that college degree. Because a lot of times, man, they're not gonna respect you if you don't have it. It's gonna be hard to get a job.
No. Let me stop. That's the illusion, brother.
Yeah, that's also, and that's the illusion, and I know how much the illusion is, but I feed into it, and even knowing that's what you're feeding into, you still feed into it, and that's how people are blind. Like, even knowing as much as I know, and as much as I've been invested in this long-term thing of like being enriched and going down this path of enlightenment, I still try to keep him from, put him into a certain space to protect him, so that way he's not being taken advantage of, because they're going to take advantage of you if you don't have it.
Hold up, you're saying a lot. Hold up.
My bad.
No one could take advantage of you unless you allow them to take advantage of you. I don't care what piece of paper that you have. KRS-One calls it a receipt. A degree means to take away from your agree. Okay. Okay. Degree, defrost, derail, denounce. So I'm not impressed with nobody with degrees, brother. So if you're not teaching your child to be independent, somebody said get Dr. Kaba's spirituality before religion. Kill that noise. He don't even know. Share this to Dr. Kaba. You always try to cheerlead somebody.
I've read Dr. Kaba's book. I've read his book, Spirituality Before Religion. I've read that book too.
This is the crazy part. We're not even living it, brother. I want to keep yelling, but we're not living it. Not even him living it. I'm gonna be a buck with you because you don't side with the craziness. If you spiritual, right? Be spiritual. We're doing things to sell books and we're not living it ourselves. I don't have no hate in my heart for nobody. None, right? Even him, because he don't like what Todd said or I said, they don't even want to conversate with me anymore. And I'm the one that was bringing Dr. Cobb everywhere. This is the thing that y'all love the fakeness. I'm not a fake dude, bro. I'm not in the system like that. This is me. I'm not in their stuff. Listen, if you think I'm lying, share it with them. Tell them to call me. Tell them to call me and see. There is no black people. And how can you sit with somebody that disrespect African people or Caribbean people? Ask Kaba, what is the...
I didn't know you and Dr. Kaba had a thing. What about Brother Smalls, though? Brother Smalls, you cool?
Brother, chill. I don't have an issue with him. He has an issue with me. Kaba, I love my brother Smalls, too. Smalls... Yeah,
it's always all love, and people get that mistaken like it's always all love between our people. It's all just because we have different voices or different opinions about stuff. That don't mean we ain't got love. Like it's all knowledge. Let's spread that love and knowledge, brother.
Let's stop with the all knowledge. It's not about that. They don't care. It's about who likes who and who follows who. How many likes can I get? You see this right here? It says African spirituality. Who is that? Me, Kaba. Do you understand? You have to understand, brother, that you're dealing with a different person. I'm not cheerleading nobody who sit here and actually disrespect our ancestors, brother. From the Caribbean, from Africa, when Kaba sat in that room and let Tariq disrespect our ancestors, stop it, homie. We're not doing that.
No, I didn't approve of that, Nathan. Nobody did, but I don't know if he just didn't say what he wanted to say, or he was just overwhelmed with the situation. But you know, some people get put on the spot and they really don't speak their mind. And everybody not like everybody ain't bold as you. You know, everybody ain't got that Gemini fever. Cause I got that Gemini fever. I was born May 31st. I speak my mind. I can't help but speak it. And when I don't speak it, it haunts me that I don't speak it. Cause I want to come back later and say something else to you. Cause I've been thinking about the conversation that we should have had. So I'm gonna let it go while I'm saying it.
Hold up 1 second, brother. Somebody's saying fall back for 1 second. Let me finish up because I've been on here long enough, and I hope y'all support. So let me quote some of these. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Where more is chemistry? Bump that. Let me tell you something about chemistry. The word chemet is chemistry, carbon, melanin. We all have melanin. Everybody has melanin in them. Rather you say it's Europeans, they got melanin too. They have little melanin that we have. They have a little bit, but we have melanin. Everybody has melanin. Melanin is not just in your skin. Melanin is in your eyes. Melanin is in your hair. That's melanin. It's not just here. The whole chemistry thing, we brought it. Chemistry is both Greek. Chemistry, carbon, melanin. It's still Greek, right? But ask the person, what is the oldest university in the world? Go to Kaba and ask them, did he ever go to the oldest university in the world? What is the oldest university? They're going to tell you Timbuktu, right? They're not going to tell you this. Y'all should get this book. They're not going to tell you what's this. I was there. Wasn't we there, Percy? Percy was there too. I took him there. I was there 3 times. Percy was there. It's so clean in there you can eat off the floor. Am I lying, Percy?
Nope.
It's clean. But you don't hear them talking about it. They tell you about Timbuktu. But they're not going to tell you about this university, the oldest university that everybody went to. So you think that these people don't go into these places and study you. They study you, bruh. I don't give a damn about nobody. You know, my mother said, if a person don't respect you, you don't respect them. You know what the crazy part about niggas? He's an elder. So what? What's your point? I respect all my elders. You know, my mother told me, when you show me, don't tell me, when you show me you don't respect me, and disrespecting me by not reaching out to me when I call you, that's a disrespect. So don't think that I'm one of them sensitive Negroes, okay? I respect all my elders. So let me explain this. My mother, when I was 16 years old, right? My oldest son's mother didn't like me. You know, my mom said, hey, they don't respect you, don't respect them. That's what my mom told me. So that's how I feel. I told you I'm a different breed growing up, bro. So I don't hate him, but I understand him. That's the key. But when you're not being righteous or right with what you're saying and you're not living it, then there's a problem. If you know he can call me right now, Kaba can call me, and we can do a lecture right on his feet, and then we can air these things out about why you allow Tariq Nasheed to disrespect our African brothers. See, y'all like that sensationalism stuff. You want to be friends with people and smile. Nigga, that's not Sabir. I don't rock that way. That's not me. Let's talk about the oldest university in the world, built by a sister. Let's have that conversation. You niggas idol worship too many people. I don't do stuff like that because I know them. Okay, I'm not going to sit back and allow you to disrespect our brothers and allow anybody to sit back. We should be upset about us killing each other and us lying to each other and us playing this black and white game. That's what we should be upset about.
Exactly.
So this is the oldest university in the world. Let's have this conversation. Let's go here. No, it's the Great Library of Egypt. No, it's not. Then hold up. I'm going to show you. So I want you to go chemistry, fake page. I want you to go do your research. Prove me wrong on what I just said. I dare you. I want to show you how the ignorance of people. That's why, brother, we're not going away. It's because of people like him. Look what he said. No, it's the Great Egypt, Library of Egypt. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Once you understand, I know the European. I know how wicked they are, but I also know how wicked we are. Trust me. I know how wicked we are.
You're right. Definitely. You're right. Definitely. Yeah.
Trust me. I know this wicked man. And he does it so the devil, like they say, the devil wears Prada, brother. He going to dress up looking pretty.
Look how much the black dollar flips. The black dollar doesn't turn.
Listen,
the Jewish dollar turns. The Asian dollar turns.
But this is the
like,
key.
We don't invest in our own people.
Listen, we spend more money on silly stuff than a little bit. Real rap.
On Amazon, on buying TikTok shop. Everybody want to buy everything except for black owned stuff.
So that's the university right there, right? I'm taking you to the oldest university. I'm not telling you. I'm taking you to the oldest university in the world. So I want you to go. I'm gonna do something. I want him to go do his research. Go pull up right now. Go pull up Timbuktu. And then tell me when Timbuktu was. And then you pull up this one right here. That was in 859. You do the research. And you tell me which one is older. Is it Timbuktu? Even though the Moors built both of them. But tell me which one is older. This one or Timbuktu? Come on. Go do it. I'm going to tell you how crazy we are. You want to see how crazy we are? We will spend money on something like this. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull this video up. This is us trying to impress our women. 1 minute. Where's that video at? Get mad at me. Hold on. Is this the video? Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is the video. Pay attention. Why would I spend this much money on? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull this video up. This is how crazy we are. Asking me a 30,000 question, but you don't
have sweatshirt that reads Georgetown and light colored pants. He immediately walks over to the Cooper calfskin duffel bag being displayed on a wooden table. The bag costing $6,200 on the Ralph Lauren website. The suspect picks it up, looks at it, and then calmly walks out of the front door. You're now going to hear from people who live and work in Georgetown. They're sick and tired of theft.
I'm honestly just feeling bad about it, especially for like the sales associates and everybody who has to like keep on guard for the theft and just have to put in extra hours and work just to make sure that we aren't losing our stock and materials.
People think like it's okay to steal from a business, but it's not okay because businesses also have to make their numbers and, you know, they work on profits and so it's not like, oh yeah, it's just a business. They have so much money. They don't, you know. And eventually, I mean, a lot of businesses might consider closing because of that.
Surveillance video capturing the man strolling in wearing a tan-colored sweater, a dark blue sweatshirt that reads Georgetown, and light-colored pants. He immediately walks over to the Cooper calfskin duffel bag being displayed on a wooden table. The bag cost...
That's crazy, right? Who would spend $6,000? Let me ask you a question. Would you spend $500 on this? Anybody? Would you spend $500 on something like this? Would you do this to a $6,000 bag? This is handmade. Would you spend $400 on this bag? Handmade. Percy got one. This is handmade. Would you spend? Let's think about it. Niggas try to impress their girls, right? And they'll spend that much money, even if it's on a drink. You see how our priorities are messed up? That's why we being laughed at. That's why we being laughed at. Because what y'all spend money on, they laugh at you. You a joke to these people. That's insane. Because of a name, nigga. That's not even handmade. That's machine made. These things are handmade, which actually families eat for months. For months. Oh, if y'all want to buy them, they for sale too. If you want to buy them, they definitely for sale. I can get these like a mug. This is handmade, real leather. Let's think about it. Our priorities are backwards, bruh. Backwards. And this is why they laugh at you, because we are a joke. A joke. It's sad, bro. We got a long way to go. So invest in your children's future, man. Travel. That is the key to everything. Travel. That's the key. Let me tell you, I'm going to put my book up here. I did, y'all. Y'all should get this book. And I think I've been on here long enough. 2 hours and 49 minutes. If y'all didn't get the memo, I can't help you. I have to call my children. I have father time. I got to call them. So this is a book I did on understanding citizenship. If y'all want to get it, email me at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Trust me, it's a little lesson book because I know our people are not going to read, but I guarantee you when you read through it, everything I said, you're going to be like, he's right. So if you want to cop the book, please email me at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. If you want to have this conversation, I'm open for that conversation too. So let's see if we're really about it. And let me say this before I go. Don't ever think that I hate my brother Kaba. It's just that I dislike a lot of stuff that people are doing. I don't like it. It's not cool. Okay? It's truly not cool. I will sit with any of them. And I love my brother Smalls. And at least Dr. Smalls says, I learned a lot from Sabir. This is what Smalls will say. So I don't take sides for people. It's a pamphlet. It's a little small. So because my brother Hanif was saying our people don't read. Hanif said, we don't read anything, brother. We don't read. And that's the crazy part. So I'm gonna show you something I did with a throwback, brother. You want to see a throwback from me?
Hey, well, we appreciate your time, brother. Your time, your patience, your energy, and your knowledge. Appreciate you, brother.
No doubt. That's at my brother Apex, my brother Hanif Shabazz. I'm talking about the Black Code. Somebody even took this video and put it online. I don't get paid for this, but let me show you something. Somebody took the video, whoever the dude named Jay Bay is, took my video and put it on his page. I don't get paid for this. It was about the Black Codes
on these shores of North America.
They're on the shores of North America.
Corporate state of United Stadium. Is that what this is, brother? The United Stadium.
That's my brother Hanif. That's me.
They had some bogus attorneys that's up there also. That's all they put up there.
So again, y'all been doing this for a very long time. Do your due diligence. Do your work. Listen, I'm fine, people. I'll be ready to throw in the towel, brother. So let me leave my information up here. For all of y'all, do your own due diligence. If you want to have this conversation with any of these people, please don't talk about it. Let's be about it. It ain't going to be the way that you want me to talk about it. But if you want to know about birthright citizenship, how about copping it? All right. But I got to go. Never feel no hate in your heart, y'all, for nobody. Truth. That's all that matters is truth, baby. went almost 3 hours, y'all.
So if you think you're too old, you're thinking that you're too cold, you gave up on your true goals, the system got you. I'm giving you a new soul, you're never ever too old to manifest your true goals, or the system got you. So if you think you're too old, you're thinking that you're too cold, you gave up on your true goals, the system got you. I'm giving you a new soul, you're never ever too old to manifest your true goals, or the system got you. You never too old to sell a key. So how could you be too old to MC? I'm from where it originated. When you soul, you're never ever too old to manifest your true goals on the system. You never too old to sell a key. So how could you be too old to MC? I'm from where it originated, so get me. Why would I stop what I created even at 60? Shout out to Herc and Cindy. Hip hop lifts me and never left me. You know what KRS be? Right there where the best be. When I spit it free, I can't help it if that's how God blessed me. So I'm never empty. Writer's block never tempts me. With 20 albums, I mastered this evidently. So I ask you gently. You don't see how to spot me over pop on my classic medley. I can't stop. The people won't let me. I don't talk sexy, but I do come correct.
I be trying to stop too, but y'all won't let me.
And you can check me, but just don't compare me to the next G. KRS-One. When you get older, you'll respect me. So if you think you're too old, you're thinking that you're too cold, you gave up on your true goals, the system got you. I'm giving you a new soul, you're never ever too old to manifest your true goals, or the system. So if you think you're too old, you're thinking that you're too cold, you gave up on your true goals, the system got you. I'm giving you a new soul, you're never ever too old to manifest your true goals, or the system. Yeah, I keep it moving all over the country, doing underground spots with the ceiling above me. I keep it dark and ugly, microphone crusty. We will be here forever, trust me. I rock the spots that be dusty and banged out. I do house parties, raves, and gang hangouts. Others took the same route, we didn't take the main route. You know who they are, I ain't gotta call their name out, they superstars. But in 1986, you ain't know who we are. And notice when I said who we are as opposed to who we were. Cause the past and future already occurred, but it was blurred. Time reversal symmetry just occurred. My being is timeless if the future remembers me. And there's no end to me. Word. Past and future happen at the same time, especially in the memory. We share the same mind. Images of my future telling me the same sign. In 1983, who I'd be in 09. But it's past 2011 and I flow fine. Rapping at 70, believe that is no crime. These youngins rent they style, I own mine. As you can see, I don't be like who I'd be in 09.
70 ramen, it's no.
But it's past 2011 and I flow fine. Rapping at 70, believe that is no crime. These youngins rent they style, I own mine. As you can see, I don't be relying on my old rhymes. I'm spitting raw rhymes right here, right now. 25 years, I never put the mic down.
Damn, system got you, baby.
And listen, let me tell you this.
I never put the mic down, but I thank y'all so much. Holla at me, SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. Cop the books, whatever you want to call it, pamphlets, whatever the hell it is. Cop them, and you'll learn something. Peace and blessings, y'all, to everybody.
Peace.
Share the video.
Peace, God. Many blessings.
Peace.